What's up, everybody? Two Guys, One Shed, episode number 38.
You said
Did I just say 38? I almost said 37.
One.
We're back with our guest today. Back this week with the guests. We got HouseofWrapz, Steven DeLeon, who, just tell us, like, HouseofWrapz, how did this start?
That's pretty crazy.
This started, let's see, this was about 11 years ago.
Oh, shoot.
11? Yeah, 11 years ago.
11 years ago?
It took me...
That was 2013.
No, it was before that. It was 2012, 2011.
2012, 2011?
Yeah.
Oh, dang,
so,
12 years?
Yeah, I mean, it all started because I had my Pontiac G8 at the time. And all the parts for it were, like, expensive because they were from, like, Australia.
Okay.
So, like...
Why is that?
That's just where they import them. So
for the G8s or the Pontiac? Oh, because Pontiac was like a dying.
It was Holden over there. So they over here they turned it into Pontiac.
So it was like that was like the last year, right, of Pontiac?
09. They had an 09.5, but still same thing.
Pontiac doesn't exist anymore.
No.
You can't find a Pontiac.
Exactly. And then same thing with like Holden now. Holden doesn't exist in Australia anymore. So even like the car I have now, if I wreck that front end, there's like a slim chance I'll be able to find a bumper for it or anything like that. So, well, it all started because like the chrome on it, I wanted to make it like black it all out. And the chrome pieces just for around the windows on each side was like around $500, not including the grill or like door handles and all that. And I think I was working at like FedEx at the time. I was making like $11 an hour. So I'm like
$11?
Yeah.
No cap.
I still make that, but
when
that's okay.
But he owns his own business.
I still own my own business. So
that's all that matters.
11 on your own is better than 11 for somebody else. But so like I was like, that's like literally a month's paycheck right there. So I was like, I like looked on because eBay was a thing before Amazon.
Oh yeah, eBay Motors.
Yeah, so basically I found like a roll of vinyl. And I was like, oh, let me give it a shot. And I looked at YouTube, and even YouTube, you couldn't find too much about it then. So I tried it on, like, the chrome trim and did it. And
12 years ago. Fuck, dude, that was fucking... Yeah, that's like 3 years out of fucking graduating. So, yeah, there wasn't much.
Yeah.
Because, like, I've been in, like,
the
car industry. Yeah, I've been in the car industry, and there's, like, there's...
Yeah. So, like, it basically just because I couldn't afford it. So I did something cheaper. And then I I did a hood, and then I did a roof. I didn't even wrap my first full car until probably like 5 years ago.
Oh, fuck.
It was all just smaller stuff here and there, and then I jumped at it, and I remember telling my girlfriend now, I was like, man, I wonder how hard it is to do a whole car. And then it's funny because we bring it up, and I'm in the shop, and I'm wrapping full cars like nothing.
All the time.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, like, you think of it back then and then where you're at now, and it's pretty cool. So it all kind of just started off being cheap, or I couldn't afford it.
Yeah,
and
that's how everything started. I think you know what I mean. Everyone being cheap. It's not just like being cheap, but that's like it's like a horse. So I'm gonna find the best bang for the buck.
Exactly, and like I'm a person of like if I could do it, I'm gonna try and do it myself first before I hire somebody to do it. I'll give it a shot. You know, like I've been cutting my own hair since I was 11, so it's like. I gave it a shot, and nah. I worry about my kids now. I don't worry about myself.
You look the other way in the mirror. Oh, fuck!
Kids matter first, and then me. So I cut theirs. Like I said, I was telling you, I was cutting my little ones today. So I'll worry about hair, and then the other one. Me, it's okay. I got my hats. So, but So I mean, if you can do it yourself, give it a shot.
I tried cutting my hair myself one time.
How bad was it?
You were there. I went to Topgolf with you guys, and Mal made fun of me. She pulled my hat off and took a picture of me. You look like Mo from fucking Three Stooges.
You better put a picture of that right there.
Oh, we're gonna have to.
Hey, I
went to Walker Ray to try to fix these all, dude. This is fucked up. But hey, the right side was nice, but the left side it was all fucked up, dude.
So even when I was cutting my own hair, because I can't like move with my left, I do this.
Oh,
like, all right. I still do it this way. Like even that, I can't. Like it has to
I tried doing left. I was like, oh fuck, that's right. You know what I mean? And then by the time I'm this high and this low on this side, I'm like, fuck. I'm just fucked. I was fucked.
Man.
You ever try to cut your hair, Kyle?
Yeah.
How'd that work out?
I just buzzed it.
I don't count.
Remember? For New Year's, not New Year's, Halloween. I was Travis Barker.
Oh, okay.
Calvin looks good, ball.
So I had to.
And he looks good with tats too. If he had a neck tat, Calvin looked good as hell.
I was all tatted up. I forgot, and I took my skid to school the next day.
Yeah.
And so, like, I have all, like, those neck tats and shit on. And teachers are like, what the fuck is going on?
What is this? You got any tattoos? No, none.
Zero.
Besides my tramp stamp. No. No, I don't have any.
It looks like you got some, huh? How many you got?
I don't really know how many.
Oh, fuck.
I got my daughter, and then
That's cool.
I have my goddaughter here, and then I have my son on this one, and then my youngest, I'm gonna put him here. But I mean, just like random stuff here and there, and then I have the back of my arms. But I take years before I get another one. So like, this one I got done. It's almost been a year, but I got this in trade. I wrapped a guy's car, and he still got to finish the top part. So that's the part about my business. I can trade people.
Hey,
so like,
you know
cool.
I mean?
And then like these here, like I got like I want to get them all the same age.
Yeah.
So my goddaughter looks similar to my daughter.
Yeah, she does.
Like they're almost the exact same age. So my son too. So I'm gonna try and get them at the same age, just so it's like. You can see a little bit of differences in all of them, but at the same age.
Yeah.
So usually I take years in between because I don't want to just know anything.
Your favorite point in time with them, you know?
Yeah.
2 years old. That's about
it. Because we're about to get pictures of our youngest. You know, and he's cool right now. He's a little shit sometimes, but it's okay. He's in that terrible twos, even though he's not 2
How
yet.
many kids you got?
3.
Oh,
What ages?
Let's see. So 1.5. Well, he's 19 months, and then I have my daughter. She's 4. She'll be 5 in May, so I mean next month. Yeah. And then my son, he's 10. So little bit of a gap there, but
that's nice though, because like he helps out a lot.
Yeah. So yes and no. Like he can, but you know we don't want to.
He's still 10.
Yeah, that's okay. You know,
he's over here Fortnite dancing.
Yeah, exactly.
While you're trying to change a diaper.
Right. Yeah.
I got my hair cut by my uncles my whole life, and they fucking, dude, they're assholes, dude.
It's hard just fucking.
No, they be cutting my hair and they be slapping my head. Hey, I told you to turn. Like, my uncle,
you gotta listen, bro.
My uncle cut into my head, fag one time on the back of my head. He's laughing. I'm just like, my Uncle Ray, this is a fucking asshole, dude. He fucking, I was like, what's this guy doing back there? You know what I mean? Because like, I'm just like,
taking his time.
I'm just fucking sitting there, and he's just fucking, and then he's all, hey, come over here and look at this, and it was. Someone else is laughing. I was like, what the fuck's going on? And he's like, oh, he put fag in the back of your head. I was like, oh my god, dude, I'm fucking Uncle Ray, dude. I hate him. Dude, my uncles were mean, dude. They were really mean. I love them to death, though. Because they give me that thick skin, you know what I mean?
It's good to have those tougher, older people.
Oh, yeah.
As a guy. They can toughen you up a little bit.
They're assholes, though. Fuck, they're assholes.
My
Uncle Ray be like, moving, like, slap me across the face.
They're good stories now, though, right?
Oh, yeah. Great stories.
Good. At least my kids will think that later.
You do the same
I'll be
thing?
I have like a grip, so like I'll hold their head, and like it's just a habit too. Like I can't.
Dude, when I get my hair cut too, it's a habit too.
I can't
like,
cut like this. I have to go.
Someone's cutting my hair, and I'm just like, all right, I gotta lean down, I gotta lean over the side.
Hey, just leave it loose.
The barber's like, okay. I was like, I already know, like, I'm gonna get slapped in the fucking head if I don't fucking move. Yeah.
Just don't hit me, all right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so I just have a grip on them, and I'm just like, okay, yeah, okay. Twist them. It just makes it easier. I don't have to say no words. Just move them which way I want them.
Hopefully they don't have the same barbershop trauma as Chris.
Oh, fuck, dude. I've got my hair fucked up too by my uncles too.
Yeah.
Dude.
Well, yeah. If they were
all my uncles cut my hair. All 3 of my uncles have cut my hair. Yeah. I'm the only one that cuts my dad's hair. I cut my dad's hair before too.
I used to cut my nephew's hair, and I didn't ever have them sitting in a chair, and I always have them standing. Ooh. And they would lock their knees. They locked their knees, and he's like, "I'm feeling kind of sick," and then he goes, "Boom!" And I just remember in my parents' bathroom just. And I was like, oh, well, just don't turn that way. Man. So when you say uncles, I'm like, well, that was probably me.
Uncles,
that was me to them.
That's everybody.
And now they're bigger than me, so I'm like, hey.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I fucked you up a couple times, but you know what I mean? Build your character.
Hey, you're all right.
Yeah.
Alright.
I remember one time, I told my uncle to shave my head. My whole head. During summer. I just shaved my head.
Yeah, you got sunburn?
No, and then I had summer school and I fucking couldn't even show up. I had to wear a hat. They even let me wear a hat because I looked so bad. I'm bald. Even they let me wear a hat at summer
I'm
school.
a cancer patient.
That's fucked up, bro.
I would just say, hey, I just found out right after school. I gotta wear a hat. Hey,
It's not coming back till next summer.
That's probably get roasted even worse.
sounds bad.
That's fucked up.
But hey, it gets you through the summer.
Fuck.
It would.
Alright. How did all this start then? We talk about that?
Yeah.
You sure?
Because, no. How'd you go from just being a hobby to actually just? Like
So I was truck driving, and I was doing it on the side. I would like do.
You have a Class A then still or no?
Yeah, I still do.
Oh, nice.
So
It's always good to have.
Oh yeah, well the nice part is like I'll tint semis, and like the guys when they see like I tell them I have a CDL, they trust me more with their truck.
Oh yeah.
So it's like it's not like it's not just another guy tinting your truck. It's a guy that can actually drive it, pull it in, and I'm not gonna mess your shit up.
Yeah.
You know. So it's like when they see that, it gets them a little bit more comfortable, and but yeah, so I'm always keep that. You know.
Yeah.
But so I was doing like small stuff here and there, and then I was just losing money. I was losing money going to my job, and then I was like,
to your job?
To
what
my
was your
truck.
job at the time?
So I was driving for Performance Foods. So I would they would load up my trailer with like food and stuff for like restaurants, like Blackjack Pizza, Holy Stromboli, like places like that.
Like wholesaling, you're wholesale. Yeah.
So basically, we'd unload the whole trailer and like deliver to each customer. You'd have like 14, 15 customers, and then like 900 cases to 1,000 cases or so. And you know that to me, I
How
didn't
many
mind
pallets?
It would be to fit on a 48. You'd have like 18 to 20 pallets, and they're all about like 6 feet tall. And then some trucks,
Maybe
you know,
from like maybe 1,000 pounds, right?
The
pallet.
Some could be more because like Blackjack would get flour and they're 50 pounds a piece. So 50 pounds a piece, and like I'd run 10 in at a time. Oh, and a lot of them would have like 40 bags sometimes. And then so you're taking like 500 pounds on a dolly. So that's originally made me want to, like, I could do it then, you know, but it takes a toll on your body. Like my body, like when I was working there, I felt like I was like 40. Like I could do it, but I knew I couldn't do it forever.
Right.
So it's like, well, I didn't want to take a step in being a supervisor because, one, that sucks. You take pretty much a half a pay cut to be a supervisor.
And work twice as much.
And work more.
Yeah.
Have to worry about everybody else. So I was like, if I'm going to worry about somebody, I'll just worry about myself. And then I was already doing the other thing on the side. And then I added window tinting because at first I didn't tint at all. I just was wrapping, and then everybody was asking, hey, do you tint too? And I taught myself how to tint just watching like YouTube and just practicing. I went through 100-foot roll, like on one car. I remember the one car. I don't know if she watches this. This was Josh's cousin Delilah. Hey, if you're watching, you know. No, I did her car. Like this was like the first actual customer I had. Yeah. Like I had like family cars that I did and stuff. But I did her car, and she's like, oh, how long will it take? I'm like, I told her 4 hours. You know, even that's a long time. But I was like, hey, that gives me enough time to finish, you know. I did the 4 sides in the 4 hours. So I was like, oh, but I still had the back window. Oh, the back is the hardest to learn
because it's sealed. You can't roll it down. You can't do nothing.
Well, it's not even that. It's curved. You can look at it and it's slightly curved. Well, tint is flat. Yeah, so if you put the tint in there, and then if you put the tint in there without doing anything, it just crinkles up. So you have to shrink it with a heat gun on the outside. Oh, fuck. And to shrink it without creasing it, when you first start, it's like the hardest thing.
You don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, it's the hardest thing ever. I went through that whole 100-foot roll on her car.
Holy fuck.
And and I called her. She shows up. This was like later at night, like 8 or 9. And I was like, hey.
Don't roll it on your back window.
I can't finish your car. You'll have to come back. Shit. I got to order more. And Like it just left at that. She didn't bring her car back. So if you do have a new car, I'll tint it for free. I don't know. Hey, I could do it in like 30 minutes now.
Shout out!
So I got you.
Mean?
That's dope.
But it's like, it's going from there. I remember sitting on a couch. We had a couch, and I was just like, that was the one time. Like usually I'm good at almost a lot of the stuff that I do. There, I was like,
you're defeated.
Defeated. Like literally, I was like in tears. I was just like, fuck. Just staring and I was just like, man, I don't think I can tint. I can rap.
Yeah.
But I was like, I don't think. And I was like, nope, I'm done. And then, you know, my girl just talked me back into it. I ordered more rolls and I practiced, and you know, that's actually more of my like income compared to rapping now.
Now he's over here fucking dancing on TikTok, fucking tinting windows, dude. Look at this guy's over here fucking throwing dance moves on the
So it's just like
TikTok.
being persistent. Just, you know, you may suck at it at first,
yeah.
but
That's all it is. Consistency. That's all. Everything is in life. That's all it is. Consistency.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just being persistent, even if you suck, right?
yeah,
Make
like
it better.
yeah, it gets better, and then also just thinking like you're gonna mess up. Like even now, I mess up. Like it's whatever. You're human, as long as like you let the
That's
other
the one
people
thing
know.
that's hard for me to even think like too. Like you're human. Like everybody messes up. In my head, I always expect perfection for me. Like it's so hard for me like to not expect perfection. I fucking mess up and it drives me crazy for like a month.
You'll not. I won't sleep.
Yeah,
like,
I don't sleep either.
I'll
It's
lose sleep.
fucking-
Like I had a car coming in, and I was like, oh, this is gonna suck. This is gonna be a pain because you have to take it
You
apart.
dream about the car
And
before
it was like,
you
and then
even
it
do
gets there, and I'm like, oh, this.
I got this.
it's
Yeah,
nothing, you know?
that's the same thing with me.
Yeah, exactly.
With
So
my tough jobs too, they're like, oh yeah, it's gonna be all fucked up, and I fucking dream about the job for like 2 days. It's a real thing, like no joke. I'm like I'm like asleep and awake, yelling at people like, hey, go, we're getting over, do this, and then when you get to the job, it's like, oh, I already did this, so we good.
yeah. No, you let your mind plays like a big role in that, and it messes with you.
Is that the strongest part for being your business owner then?
Yeah,
You think? Is this just like mental? Like
Mental?
no, I'm just saying for like being a business owner.
Yeah, all around, because like you'll have, no matter what, you're gonna have your ups and your downs, and like me, I didn't realize how bad it was until like I started like working on other people's cars, but I have like really bad anxiety when I'm done with the car. Like I'll delay texting them saying it's ready because I don't know if it's like 100%. So I'll be like looking at it, I'll walk away from it, and I'll want to text them, and I'm like, no, let me go check this real quick. Oh no, let me go sit it outside and make sure it's 100% good. Okay, that looks good in that light. I'll bring it back over here, and I'll do that. Like I'll mess with myself for like, it could be an hour to like 5 hours.
I can tell this is the truth
then,
because I've sent people to Steven, and you know my boss's BMW, the blue BMW, and then my neighbor's Tesla, red Tesla.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you know what I mean.
That's good though.
And he
right?
even says, "Hey, Steven's like, hey, call me back." Everybody said they always say like, "Hey, if Steven says if anything's happened, just call me back and I'll fix it right on the spot." Like no joke, like.
Literally, the Tesla, I think they were having something lifting, and I was like, oh, bring it back, and I was like, I'll try and fix it, and if for some reason this little piece doesn't fix it, I'll redo it, and I ended up redoing that whole bumper just because I was like, hey, I'll make it right. Like, that's the key thing is...
Just make it right.
Just make it right.
Because
word
gets...
I had
when
one...
someone makes it right, then that's all.
I had one when I think I just got super busy, and, you know, sometimes you get so many messages, and it just gets backtracked. Even it bugs me now. I had one kid that I just didn't get back to. And to me, I kind of pushed it off, and I was like, oh, like, it's okay. It'll be okay.
It'll be okay, because it's just a little thing.
It was just a little thing, and he just got drowned out into there, and I was like, man, I should have fixed that. Like, I have the material here. I bought it, like, 20 feet extra for him, and I still have it. And I'm like, man. But I don't even, like, I don't know if he has Facebook anymore, and it was, like, a big old thing, and I was like, oh, I should have fixed it. And that still bugs me, and that was, like, 1.5 years ago.
That's just how it is, you know. Sometimes too. You know?
Those are good things though. They make you better, right?
Yeah.
Like the next time
you learn from the stuff that you mess up.
Because you don't want to. Yeah, you don't learn from your mistakes.
Yeah,
If you don't,
like that 100-foot roll, right?
God damn, boy, 100-foot. God damn.
Yeah. So.
Right, Cal. Baby boy.
Sir.
So how'd you get started in the car? You know, you had the Mustang. You had the
Pontiac. So it was like with the Pontiac. So I went from like a Ford Fusion to my Pontiac.
Ford Fusion?
Yeah.
Boy, he on the come
So when I went to FedEx, I met a guy named Jason, and like he was all into cars. He was more into like Civics and like four bangers, stuff like that.
Is that what, like the guy who got you into cars? Or have you always been into cars?
He got me more interested in like the higher performance. Not like my brother. It's always been like subs and like looks, you know.
Yeah.
So I already had that.
Audio,
so that's the stuff I got that from, but you know, so like him, it was like, oh, I didn't know you can like add a turbo to this. You can do this, and then I had another buddy with a Mustang then, and he took me for a ride, and it made
How
like
old were you at this time? Sorry,
I was like 18.
18. So this was in
2011.
2011. So then I was just driving around diesels and blowing black smoke and stuff.
Yeah. So it's just like he took me riding. It was like 600 horse. So I'd never been in something like that.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Once you feel that in the seat, it's like
Yeah. So he took me for a ride in that, and then I had the Pontiac for another like maybe 6 months, and then I got my Mustang. Bought it brand new and I made it look good, and then I twin turboed it, blew the motor, built the motor, like did all that stuff, and and then like after that, you know, the speed is just there.
Part of your life.
Oh yeah.
It's hard for me too. I just want to be an old man now.
Well,
I just want an old man truck now, just a fucking, it's an old comfortable.
And that's
truck
another
now,
reason
you know
why though I wanted to stop like trucking, because with the stuff that I was into, I couldn't keep a license. I lost my license twice. It's crazy that I have my CDL still after losing it.
You lost the license because it was like speeding?
So and stuff, the first time was just it was like I worked when I was working at FedEx. It was nights, so I'd be like 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning driving.
So one's there.
I'd be going I'd get pulled over or like running a stop sign or something stupid, just all kinds of stuff like that. And then the second time was just a couple times I was racing and all that, and but like I got lucky so many different times. Like I had a 26-point ticket at one point.
Oh fuck!
Oh my god!
And it got dropped down to 6.
Oh my!
I got 26.
What was the points on those? Well, let's
break down the points.
Yeah, let's break down the points here.
So that was okay. So the 26 points. So I had 8 points reckless driving, and then they gave me a 12-point exhibition of speed, and then they gave me another one for like speeding. So it was separate from that. And this was like here in Brighton. It was when I wrecked the Mustang.
Oh no, you wrecked it because of that?
Yeah. So basically,
right by Dairy Queen, right?
Yeah.
Fuck.
And so like
did you ever see his Mustang?
So I was just going.
It was a two-face.
Yeah, I had a half camo.
He started it. Like I think you started. Like I didn't see nobody in no other car. Like so, like the half the car was like one color and the other half was camo, and it was sick as fuck.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, like I was just
that
going.
A 5.0 too?
Yeah, it was a 5.0.
Oh,
and
nice.
then like when it was built, it was like a 5.2. But so I was just going to go get pizza. My son had just got picked up by his mom, and I was going to go get pizza because I was working on the backyard, and that's how it happened. I just left to go get pizza, and then a bike was in the turning lane by the Walgreens.
A bike like motorcycle or like a pedal?
A motorcycle. And then he seen me. He backed up, and then went next to me.
Oh,
He seen my car. Cause so I'm like,
oh,
whatever,
yeah,
you know,
this
cool.
is a little fun.
But I didn't have my drag radios on, and I was making about 1,200 out of that.
God damn, boy.
So
twin turbo was whoa. How many cc injectors and shit?
They were, let's see, they were ID 1300, so that's like, it's a little over 1,000 cc's.
So you had like a aftermarket fuel pump and everything else.
Yeah, it was like a triple pump fuel system.
Jesus Christ.
And so basically anything I didn't have my slicks on, so I got on it, and just in second I like started turning.
You just started getting
so
sideways.
He was in the left of me. I started turning towards him.
Oh fuck.
So I straightened it out again, but the lady was leaving the stop sign. So I seen her, and I was going this way. I pulled my e-brake, and it made me hit her rear quarter panel.
So you almost got.
So I almost got her.
You almost got it out of it. Like
yeah,
you almost.
But I almost hit her too. You know, so it's like it could have been here, or you know.
Yeah.
And I'm glad it hit there. But I remember, like you know, in the like Call of Duty when you you like get stunned and it's like shock.
Yeah.
That, I remember that's what it sounded like. I broke my nose on the steering wheel because I wasn't wearing my seatbelt, and then when the airbag went off, I had like the cut right here, and it broke my nose. And I remember getting out and rushing over to the car just to check to make sure they're good.
Yeah.
And then I was like bleeding all over, and I sat on the curb at that taco palace.
Yeah.
And they brought me water, and then I just remember the cop being like, you know, just an asshole, and remember like 4 different people leaving statements, which I mean, who does that? To me, I'm like, don't you got something better to do?
I saw that motherfucker.
So if you guys leave statements ever, so yeah, and then that was, but I didn't lose my license there.
Oh,
so
fuck.
The way I lost my license, so I had just got my car now that I have.
The Malibu
SS,
T,
the
right?
SS.
Malibu, right?
No, it's just a Chevy SS.
Oh, Chevy SS.
Mm-hmm. So I got it, and I flew to Michigan and drove it back, and then I had it for maybe not a year yet, but I just put the supercharger on it. Me and my buddy, my tuner, were gonna go tune it out here by Home Depot, and it was.
He lives like right here. Like there's a big ass like Chevy tuner out here with a dyno and everything, right? I don't remember his name.
It wasn't him though. It was another guy. There's a guy, Adam Hilton, and like.
Yeah, Adam. That's the name.
But no, it wasn't him. So then we go tune it on the road, and my scanner was going off. So I was like, oh, it's okay. There, we just passed the police station, so whatever. I turned it off.
That's why it's going.
I turned it off.
Oh, fuck.
So then
you done fucked up.
So I did the pool. So I did a pool, and it was like 45 there. I was going 90, and then I did a second pool. And the cop was behind us the whole time. He watched me do both pools. And then I slowed down because we were done. We were going to get on the highway and then come back home.
You're like, all right.
Like, that's all we needed.
Yeah.
Right when I turned on the turn by those, the trailer, not the trailer park, but by after Home Depot.
Yeah.
Like
the
RV parking.
Like
the RV parking and stuff.
Yeah.
So he
I
throws his lights on. And this was the day before Christmas Eve. And it's freezing. I rolled down on my windows, and I told my buddy had his laptop in his lap. I was like, "Hey, we're tuning the car." I was just being honest. I was like, "Hey, we're tuning the car. We're done. We're going home. Like, sorry, you know." Mm-hmm. And then so he's like, "Okay." He was cool at first. Then I gave him my license. He goes back, and then once he's seen my record, he's seen my name in my
motherfucker.
Literally, his face. If he could probably just, tell me put my hands up, he probably would. But he was like, no, he was just basically calling me, like, telling me I was stupid, doing all this, what are you doing? I was like, hey. And I was kind of being smart, and I should know, like, it's like 1 a.m. Like, who else is out here? And
that's why we're doing it out here this time.
And then he gave me the speeding plus the exhibition speed, and that was 18 points.
Wow.
So then I went to court for that, and I got it dropped to 8. But then I was still 1 point over what I could lose. Mm. And then, so I lost it. But I only lost it for 3 months, so that's why I didn't have to retest for my CDL again. So if I lost it for 6, I would have to do the whole thing again. But since it was 3, I was able to do that. And then ever since then, I haven't got a ticket. But yeah.
Me too.
So
I want to get the floor. I don't know if
that's not good.
Like a composite over here. It's not good.
But yeah, so I mean,
we're knocking on sawdust over here.
But most of the time, I rarely drive it. Like, I'll probably drive it like once a week or,
really?
you know, if that.
That's how it is with my truck that I have, too. I have a fucking project car in my truck. I just have so much.
They stress you out, yeah.
I have a 48 fucking Fleet Line that I'm going to be throwing on this fucking frame. With the 350, it's going to be nice. But I haven't had time.
Yeah.
The rear's already C-notched. I got airbag. I have everything in the airbags.
I just put my car on bags like a couple months ago.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Coilover bags or what?
No, just all air.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So, I mean, it rides pretty smooth. I mean, I just did it because I was like, I'm already fast enough.
Yeah.
I don't need to make any more power. Like, I want it more for just, like, shows. And I was like, maybe I can go to more shows this year and, like, push the business a little bit in a different direction.
Yeah, exactly.
And so I was like, I could use it for that instead. And it is cool, like, you see it, because it has a 427 in it. So it's like, when you pull up with that car with 427 on bags, you don't see that very often. So it's like, okay, it's something different.
Especially your car. Like, you don't see that car at all.
Exactly, yeah.
That maroon that you had it in, that maroon.
The only reason I took it off, is because people kept saying it was purple, and I was
that maroon is fucking like,
it's not purple. Yeah, and literally, I just stared at it for like an hour one day, and I was like, I'm gonna rip it off. I'm gonna rip it off.
you
Purple,
shouldn't.
huh?
I was just sitting there.
No.
Yep, it's
That
purple, and I started ripping that shit off. I was like, "Fuck you, Barney."
Was that one of them? You took it out of the shop, put it back in, like checked the lighting and shit. You're
Yeah,
like,
this is damn purple.
That's maroon.
You
That
got
fucker
it. It was,
sick.
yeah.
It was so sick maroon too. That was the deepest color too.
Yeah, and then I recently did a Camaro in it, and it's a similar shade, and in the light it looks like that wine red. But
Yeah.
outside with the overcast, it did look purple, and I was like, I get it, but it's not.
Yeah. That's my favorite color is maroon. Flat maroon. That's my favorite color.
Flat maroon.
Flat maroon. I have a couple RC trucks that I've painted flat maroon, and they look sick as fuck, dude. Actually, you know who is what the fuck is his name? I don't remember his name.
Juan.
No, he's a guy who does like 4-wheel drive stuff, and he had that come and swapped. He's kind of like a welder up guy, but he does like a lot of 4-wheel drive stuff. And like on his Instagram, he's like, "What color should I paint my truck?" And I said flat maroon, and he painted his color.
You did?
Yeah, he fucking liked my shit and painted flat maroon.
That's dope.
Dude, that's yeah. Flat maroon is sick ass color, dude. It's fucking just fucking bad.
I like satin colors.
Yeah, I do. I like
satin.
like a powder blue.
Mhm.
That's what I'm painting. I got a first gen Dodge. I want to paint.
Yeah, whenever somebody wants a quote for like a color, I'll just be like, you can do gloss, but
Can
like
you do satin blue like that on wrap? Oh, don't tell me that, Steve.
Yeah.
Come on, boy.
What were we gonna say though?
Yeah, so when they want a quote, I'll always be like, they either ask for matte or they ask for gloss. I'm like,
Satin.
Go in between.
Satin.
it shows the body line so much
Yeah.
more. Matte is actually hard to keep clean, and it shows grease. Like if you touch your car with the matte on there, it'll show
Even
you
when like you
handprint.
eat McDonald's and you touch it, that's it. It's done.
and it'll stain it. So I'm like, go with satin. I was like, and then gloss. The only reason I tell them not to do gloss is all cars are shiny. Like,
Yeah.
to be different. You know, if you're gonna wrap it, do something a little different. You know,
Right.
I mean, I'll do it. It's not like I don't want to or anything, but like, do something a little bit that you wouldn't choose.
It's your expert opinion.
Yeah.
What's the most expensive car you worked on?
Most expensive car. Probably a GTR. Yeah.
What color?
It's like
What color was it, and then what color did you change it to?
so it's like. It's like a regal orange or something. It's almost like red, but it's also orange.
It's like burnt orange.
Yeah, exactly. And it went to like a white, but it has like a rainbow effect into it.
Like a pearlescence,
Yeah.
kind of like.
Yeah, and then I've worked with like those are Macan, that went satin black, and then like Porsche 911, that one went to like a, not a baby blue, but like a little bit more green into it, like a teal.
Mm-hmm.
That one was cool. That one was fun to do. Those are like but most of the time I get like average stuff in. I mean, I just finished a Raptor, and then I'm working on like a Jetta right now. That had a whole bunch of body work done, but like wrap is cheaper. It's still pricey, but
Yeah.
it's like when you look into an actual paint job.
Yeah. It's
Like you
fucking
can go to
big.
Mako and get a $1,500 paint job, but I've seen one brought in, and I'm like, they didn't
use-
tape off like
They
any of
use the
seals.
turbo cans and it's
Yeah.
the turbo cans and then fucking they spray that motherfucker.
Yeah, so it's like
Paint on the windows.
Oh yeah.
well, it was not that bad.
Damn near.
But it was like all the seals, like they didn't tape anything off right. It's like, yeah. So like when I quote somebody and somebody says, "Oh, I could get my car painted for that much," I'm like,
Go ahead.
"Hey, here," and I'll give them a number to like a couple body shops.
That's hard. Like even in my business, like they say, "Oh, you're too expensive." Like you'll call me back when the other guy you hired fucked your machine, your $500,000 machine up, and you don't want to pay $1,000 more. So go ahead.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Exactly.
you'll call me right back, and you're gonna be like, "Oh well," and then guess what? You're gonna get upcharged too because I
Now you
told
gotta
you.
fix it, too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So have you gotten better? Have you increased your prices? Or how does that kind of work?
So
Inflation.
yes and no. Like, I didn't change my labor at all. I just changed what the wrap costs, because the material, just since I started, like say a roll used to cost like $400 or $500. Now it's like anywhere from $800 to $1,100.
Oh fuck.
So basically, the charge that I changed is just that.
Yeah.
My labor is the same. It's whatever, and technically, I have a lower
Labor cost.
Labor cost, because like I'm not renting a shop anymore.
Yeah.
I have my shop, so it's like
It's at your place and everything
Mm-hmm.
else.
So I mean, I didn't really change too much. But I mean, my tint prices have been the same since I started. Like, I feel like that's a good spot. People like it. I'm not too cheap, but I'm not too expensive.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you can go cheap and then have purple tint in a year, and then
You spray the tint with some what's that shit? Ammonia and it turns
yeah,
purple.
yeah, there you go. Exactly. So I feel like they're right, and I don't think I'll change them for a while. Like it's good where it's at, and like anytime I change it, it's just because the material goes up. Usually they say about it goes up like 2 to 3% a year. Like my tint goes up that much every year that I've noticed. So
makes sense.
What's your goals here in like 5 years? What do you want?
5 years.
5 years. What's your goal like?
For House of Wrapz?
Not sure. I'm not shooting too
It's
high because
Is it gonna be House of RPMs or gonna be House of Wrapz?
Nah, I'm not really into like. I like working on like cars that way, but
That's how
like,
I used to be, dude. I used to be looking. Let's make this fucker blow black smoke and fucking make a whole bunch of lights. Now it's like
I'm like, cool.
yeah, it's all cool and all, but like let's make it reliable and have a little bit of horsepower.
Yeah, sometimes my car makes me more mad than anything.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
I'm like, this piece of shit.
Yeah.
That has to be like scarier working on other people's stuff too, though, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the worst part. God, I hate.
Trying
I
to
know
fuck
so
somebody
because
else's
I mean
shit up.
like let's like. I might be able to figure it out, but like I can't promise you anything.
So
like-
make it worse.
Yeah, like that. So the Macan that I was wrapping, so when we took the door handle out, like something snapped in there, and you can't tell. And we're like, well, we don't know what it is. We can't tell. So we just wrapped the car, and we'll worry about it after. And so like I found the pieces, I put them back together, just by looking at another one, and I try and put it in. But the piece after about messing with it, I was messed with it for like 6 hours, 7 hours. Like I was trying to get it, and I was like, oh, this piece is broken. It's not gonna work. Luckily, we found another one. I let the customer know. I was like, hey, I found another one on eBay. It was like $60, same color of the car, and I'll just wrap it. And then he's like, okay, that's fine. And I was trying to get it in, but with the way Porsche is,
either like
so I had to drive it to Porsche.
Oh fuck!
With the door not being able to shut all the way, so I was like this driving. I told the customer all this. I was like, "Hey, I'll take care of you." I just drive it, and they had to. It took them a couple hours to do it too, but they had to take the whole window bracket out. Like literally, the whole door was a skeleton to get just the door handle back in.
To get it from Porsche and Porsche mechanics.
And then they charged me like it was like $400.
Oh!
And I just ate that cost because I was like, well, it's not his fault. So
So
that's the thing that happens too. That's the only time, luckily, something like that's happened. But it's like, you just learn from that. Like, okay, be careful taking, And it wasn't even something that, like, we were forcing it. It was just like, it almost was like, because we barely even, like, went like this. It just caught something in a wrong way and just broke. Because it was a really small plastic piece.
He's probably been fucking making his door open all the time. He's like, yeah, fix that.
I've gotten cars that there was zip ties holding like stuff together. So I'll take pictures and I'll be like, hey, if this falls apart, I'm adding another zip tie, but don't. It was like that. Like I've gotten stuff like that before.
So we give a guest a gift every time they come on. So this is your gift, bro.
This is the first gift, isn't it?
I was gonna say it. I haven't watched any with the gift. You've been keeping the gifts?
Yeah, I got you, boy. This is the first gift. Enjoy.
Glad to be the first one. Should I open it now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah?
You gonna be
It's the boy!
Chug it, fool!
Yeah.
And...
Oh, there's more.
Wait, there's more.
Is it a gift card?
Two guys want to share.
Oh,
You gotta kneel down and
Something
chug
like
that
that.
son of a bitch, man. You better fucking... Toma, toma, toma!
He told me he was gonna get you, but I didn't know what to win.
Good?
That was a good chug.
That was
a
good.
chug.
That was impressive.
That would have took me at least 20 more seconds.
Calvin, you got one too.
I look good for the camera. Nah.
You'll be burping the whole second half of the...
Surprise, motherfucker! Nice ass, motherfucker.
Didn't we have these on one of the first podcasts? Didn't we?
Yeah, but I had tall boys. It's still that one over there. Look, that's Calvin's. It's half full. Still, that's Calvin's. That was yours. No, that was yours.
I need to do a compilation of all the times I'm like grossed out by the drink.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, that one, the peanut butter and jelly I shared today. I'm like, you're like, Calvin almost threw up.
That one was good, dude.
It wasn't bad. I don't know why. I think it's
What was it? Peanut butter and jelly? What?
Peanut butter jelly shot. So it was screwball whiskey
Oh, okay.
with Welch's grape juice, and it tastes just like a fucking peanut butter and jelly.
My brother likes screwball. He'll show up.
Damn. God damn!
God damn! Woo! That one like stayed there too. But my brother will show up like when I was at my other shop. He'd show up, and he works construction, so he's out in the hot.
Oh yeah, so
He shows up with a hot. He shows up with a hot ass screwball.
No.
I'm like,
No.
He's like, that was delicious. I was like, That was great.
Come on, Cal. Get it, boy. Let's go. See, look.
You want to chug this?
Yeah.
No.
Come on, you got
I
it.
just chugged that.
You have it.
No.
You have it in you.
I'm already burping.
It's the final countdown.
I'm gonna sound like Steven. The whole happened. My voice.
That was one time.
Twist it.
It goes along a little too fast when I try and twist it. That's why I'm like, man.
Normally when Chris chugs like that, he takes the whole
Yeah, go in there.
Just straight to the throat.
Straight to the trachea, you know what I mean?
Someone yelled to the throat one time and Chris just...
Pass the tonsils.
Where'd the bottle go?
The tonsils are the restriction. So he said it's go past them.
He had them removed.
Calvin, drink!
This is a crazy
See,
game.
look, this guy fucking all the time, dude. Nuggets are whooping that ass. Calvin, come on.
I'm gonna chug it. Don't look at me because I'm not chugging it.
You got this, Calvin. Put your little bird lips on it. Come on. Come on. There you go. You're halfway through. 3/4. You have a quarter. You have a quarter left.
Push through it.
One more goal.
Oh,
One more goal. Let's go, boys!
I'm all that is man.
I am all that is man.
I need to make a TikTok of that. That should be a cap cut.
Yeah, I know.
The fuck was in there?
My pubes.
Must have been.
It
was too thin.
Yeah, that was a premix.
It was too thin. You got those
Dude, did you see that diesel Lamborghini? What do you think about that?
No.
What?
No.
Steven, what have you been doing with your life, bro? I'm at 1%, dude. Let me see your fucking phone. Calvin, look up.
Diesel Lamborghini.
6.7 Cummins. It's a actual twin turbo too. So the three exhaust manifolds
What's
go
it make?
to one
What's
turbo.
the car it make?
It makes like 1,200 horsepower. Actual twin turbo.
My buddy has
You haven't
one.
seen it, dude? Ooh, it broke the fucking internet, bro. What have you been doing? You're like just rapping?
Pretty much.
Hey, our first rapper on the fucking podcast. This guy, motherfucker, the rapper.
One of my boys I went to school with, Lamar, I hooped with. He's a rapper.
He's a Lamborghini, dude. It's fucking, dude, that color's too so sick, dude. You gotta pull up a fucking, oh god damn. 6.7 Cummins, true twin turbo. Click that one right there, Kevin.
Damn.
Oh, that gets me right here. That's right here, man. This fucking. That's
So
my dream.
fucking loud, huh?
No. It's way louder than you think. That's his idol.
Oh, I know. My brother's uncle, he had a Ferrari,
Oh shit.
It was like an '89, and he fucking turned that bitch on in the fucking garage. Oh my god, it's like a 4-car garage. It just rah!
Come on, bro. This gets me going. Let's go, boy. That's my dream to do
Black Smoke or what?
a Dodge Viper though. 6.7 Cummins swap with a twin turbo, pushing like 1,500 horsepower. That's my dream.
So my buddy, he had one. Well, he had a Calvo Motorsports Viper, and his made like 2,800. Yeah,
That was
that's crazy.
that
Like,
was my
I
dream
made
car.
12 on my car. I couldn't imagine like 2,800. Like,
Well, imagine like 1,200 horsepower at like 4,000 RPMs. Yeah, that's crazy,
Yeah,
right? That's
yeah.
crazy. That's the crazy part about a diesel is like all the bottom
Oh,
end
that's
torque.
right there.
That's the hard part of like keeping parts together because that bottom end torque, because you're pushing like, if you're making like 1,200
it's
horsepower,
like
you're making
double
like
that in torque.
3,000 foot-pounds of torque on a little fucking spline that's holding the whole torque converter and everything together.
Yep, that's reliable.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Calvin. I'm nerding out a little bit.
Go
about
for it, bro.
Calvin's over here.
I've never seen you as a nerd on the podcast.
Yeah, because this is the shit I fucking went to school for. Did you go to school for anything?
I
Did
went
you go
for
to like
automotive.
automotive? Where'd you go to?
I went to the Ames up there in Windsor,
Oh, nice.
and I mean, it wasn't something I wanted to do. It was something I wanted to be as like a backup if I ever
Yeah.
wanted to. Like, I just liked cars, so I just wanted to have something to fall back on if anything that I did after that didn't work out. And then in a way, it kind of, I fell into that same category, just in a different kind of version.
But
I
it
wish I
kinda-
would have took the body version
Yeah.
instead of the mechanics part, but oh well, it's whatever. Body stuff can be learned. It's just kind of.
I painted my first truck too by myself and everything else. Flat black. The hardest thing you can
I was
paint.
gonna say that's
That's
hard.
the hardest thing you can paint, and it looked good, dude.
Yeah.
It fucking. I did all the body work, dude, by myself and everything else, but it's all like you said. It's all self-taught, you know.
Yeah.
And I asked some old guys to help me along to Uncle Gene. Shout out Uncle Gene. But yeah, dude. That's why I went to Wildtech for a diesel technician,
Mhm.
and I don't use it at all.
Yeah, that's,
But I use all like my
You
mechanics.
use it,
I use my
but you-
mechanic skills for all the forklifts, and I weld, and my dad taught me welding and everything else. So like I know how to weld, I know how to paint, I painted all the forklifts at my other job that I did, and I painted everything like.
yeah. So it's like you're still in it, but
Yeah.
not. you
Yeah,
know?
exactly. But like if it falls back onto me, I can make something work. You know?
Exactly. Yeah.
It's good to have like that area of knowledge, though, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
if something's going on, you have that like.
If someone breaks
At least
down,
that
you'll be like,
level of
I got
understanding.
this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like
you don't have
people
to-
will come to me.
There's
like,
some people like, hey, I need a mechanic here because I don't know what the fuck
Yeah.
I'm even looking at. Like I don't even know how to like it's just
Diagnose.
that's
I don't even know what's
that's the
wrong.
craziest part for me. Like how do you not know
no,
like. You're a CDL driver and you don't even know how the whole thing works. You should know how the whole shebang bang works, because
you should have seen some of the drivers at my old job. Like
Really?
literally, they would just get in the truck and go, and they wouldn't know.
no pre-trip, and they're like, the oil's good. I'm like,
Yeah, yeah. I didn't do that ever. But
I never do either,
I
because
was saying-
if it ain't leaking, I fucking know, you know.
You
But
know,
if it's
yeah.
leaking, like
Yeah.
I mean, let's check it. you
one
know?
time I was driving a route, and I realized the tire was flat when I left, and it was like 3 in the morning. And I was heading up to, my route was in Greeley, but my first stop was like Holy Stromboli. Then I'd head to Frederick and do like Bash's Pizza and stuff. And then I'd head out that way. Well, I noticed the tire was flat as soon as I was heading.
Trailer
before
tire
the
or
trailer tire.
Oh,
So it was the outer tire, or no, it was the inner one. And I was
but
just
you have
like,
an outer one, like kind of help,
Yeah.
like, compensate.
so
for it.
so I was like, oh, okay, cool. And I just kept going. And I remember I was talking to like Derek Salinas. And him, he's different. He's scared.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
if
he's
something like that, he'll
"Hey,
stop.
Dude, bro, you need to be checking that shit out, bro. You
No.
need to be doing that pre-trip, post-trip.
No, I got all the way to Loveland, and I was like, "Look at this," and it was shredded.
Oh,
and literally, I kept going.
oh, you still have another tire. You
Yeah,
know,
so I was like, I'm gonna keep going. Even I sent it to Jimmy, Blake, and Derek at the
boy.
same time. I was like, I'll check this shit out, and I kept going. I was going to Greeley. People were all flashing me, "Your tire!" I'm like, "Yeah, it's already half gone." And I
yeah,
kept
the
going.
motherfucker's gone.
Like,
Just
watch
watch
out.
out on it.
Just watch out.
Yeah.
It's just like, I'm like, hey,
person
roll my
behind
windows
is
back up.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
good.
We cruise
Well,
to the
most of my
radio
route
operator.
was like before 7 in the morning, so it's like, okay, it's already all the way gone by
Yeah,
that time. So I'm
exactly. Fuck, I'm sorry, dude. I gotta piss like
Oh,
a racehorse,
wow.
dude.
like, so I get back to the yard and they're like,
Oh shit.
what happened? I'm like, oh, that shit was flat.
It's snowing out here.
You're probably on somebody's Snapchat. Someone's
Probably.
Look at this motherfucking tire.
Well, the last time I remember a guy, he had a flat tire before he left, and it took them 4 hours to get out there, change it, do all that, get him another one. Then he still is expected to start his route. I'm like, hell no.
Yeah.
I don't want to get done. If something bad's going to happen, at least I'm halfway done. Then they can fix it, you know?
Because they're going to be like, hey, these places still need their fucking whatever they ordered.
Because sometimes you get to a place and if you're late, they're like, hey, it's lunchtime and they're packed. Like, it's almost hard to get the food.
Like, they're checking the food out.
Three margaritas, like if you go in there and like lunchtime, with a big semi, it's hard to like maneuver yourself in between. Because one time I was like backing into the three margaritas in like Broomfield, and I was doing like a blindside back. I was backing up, and then this lady jumps on the walk, on the steps, and she's like, hey, do you want to buy a necklace? It's like chains like this. I'm like, not right now. Let me stop first, and then I'll look. Just out of nowhere, just pulls out like,
one of those. Dude, we had a little big ass fucking big ass semi too with the forklift and everything else, and everything. I got to stop. We backed down Santa Fe, like across Santa Fe, and fucking people are like,
yeah, they don't pay
and we're just like, stop, and fucking, and then because there was no other way for us to get out because of. You couldn't loop back around back onto Santa Fe, so you had to just back out on the Santa Fe. You know, I got in my truck, parked like three spots, and then my other guy like tried to park. Like he was like flagging people down, like whoa,
they don't pay attention.
Whoa, no, they're crazy. They stop.
Colorado Springs. The drivers there are assholes. Like
Colorado Springs, the roads are fucked up too because they have like medians.
Every other day there was a rollover on like a regular road, not even the highway. I'm like, what? How the fuck's that? How do you have a rollover? The chicks in here like waving at people like upside down, like, oh, it happened again. Sorry guys. Like what?
You're not supposed to park there.
You don't park there.
I can't wait for it.
I've been wanting to do that.
It's like a residential street.
You know what's a funny one? Like if someone that, we just went up to the Keystone, and there was a guy who hit the fucking, the ramp, the runaway ramp.
Oh. You know what the fine for that shit is?
Oh yeah.
Shit's
and then guess what? We come back. There's another guy. Oh, there's another one. 2 of them, dude. In one day.
I'd rather just not take that because I'd be scared going
people
like that.
People just gotta just go slow.
They're so steep. God, I
no,
couldn't be bad to be out there. Fuck that.
It's right back down that. You're gonna fucking do
you can't get out. The truckers,
the records
have
to pull you down.
Oh really?
Yeah. And then so you get the fine plus you get the cost of the wrecker to get you out of there.
And there's usually have to be 2 records because you have your load of your trailer and then you.
Yeah. Dang. So yeah, you can't back out of it. No.
Do you drink Budlight?
Yep. Not the blue can.
Hey, the podcast. We're
I drink this can. Not the blue one.
Hey,
we're sponsored.
We're progressive, bro.
We're LGBTQ positive.
LGBTQ. Oh yeah.
Oh, look
plus.
at
that. No, we turned it off after what happened. The light had to get turned off.
What do you guys think? We haven't talked about this on the podcast at all. What do you think about the whole marketing motive? Was it good or bad?
I think it was good.
I think it was good for everybody else. So like, we're never gonna do that ever again. Everybody else wanted the holster. Like, how about we just sell the regular cans and
everyone else had the design. They're like, never mind.
Did you see the new billboards that Budlight had? It was like crybabies and it said Budlight.
Oh really?
And it was a legit billboard. Yeah, there was like 2 different ones.
I heard they have one with one dude bending over.
Yeah. It says real man of penis.
I mean, I guess it got people to like. I don't know if it got people to buy it, but they're talking about it. I mean,
my dad still buys it because he's old school. He didn't even know what's going on. You know what I mean? He's just boss,
he hasn't seen the TikTok.
He hasn't seen TikTok. You know what I mean? He's not shooting fucking 12 packs yet. You know what I mean?
But Bud Light, if you need to sponsor a new podcast,
let's go. You know what I mean?
Hey, you send them, we'll drink them. You send them, we'll drink them.
Oh,
that wasn't. I can't believe I choked that shit, bro. Like, that was intense.
Dude, Calvin, you've been doing pretty good, bro. Yeah. Let's go, bro.
I think you're lying.
He's usually like 1 beer in, the whole podcast. He's like, oh,
no, remember I babysitted it.
Yeah.
At least half the episode is
he's all Chris no more.
Please.
I know Chris like, you need another one? I'm like, I'm full.
I'm good to go.
I'm good for another 45 minutes.
Calvin, entertain the guests.
Go to my truck and get my other beer. I'm just kidding.
Your truck? I got. Is it in your truck?
Yeah, it's in the
That's
front.
locked.
It should be unlocked.
Where's it at?
The GMC up front.
No, but like where?
On the right side of your house.
We're in your fucking truck, Jesus Christ!
It's right there. It's
No
a red
kidding,
pen. It's right in the. It's right in the center. I'm like, what are you talking about? The beer in the truck.
You can hide them under your seat.
Yeah, it's all. I have a secret compartment for my beers.
So how do you like coaching?
It's cool. It's
Is it hard as they get older?
So I've coached him in different age groups. So like, it's actually easier when you first start because you don't have to teach them much, just a couple things, and they just want to run around.
Right. Yeah.
Now that they're 10, half of them are coordinated, half of them aren't. It's still like that.
Yeah.
Like, so you can like a lot of the stuff I show them, half of them can do, but the other half are still either behind, and it's kind of hard. It's almost harder because you're trying to teach them all the same.
Right.
But you can't because not all of them are there yet.
Yeah.
But if you start where the starters are at, or where the beginners are at, the other ones get bored. Or if you start with these ones, the other ones can't do it. And it's like, that's the hard part, is trying to incorporate everybody to where they all understand.
Right.
And it's just, I mean, not a lot of kids play all the time, or like I said, this is their first year. And
Right.
And then making them understand the rules, it's a lot.
Yeah.
Like, we've had 6 practices so far, and we have our first game Monday. We still need another 10 practices before, like, I think they'll get it. Yeah. So it's like, oh well, I mean, they're 10.
Yeah.
We're not in like a competitive league. It's rec ball. Like,
Yeah.
as long as they're having fun, like, I'll coach them the best I can.
Right.
And that's all you can do, But it's crazy. Like, the coach that comes after us, I think all the kids that I got signed up last. Because the coach that comes into the field after us, I watched them for like 5-10 minutes. They didn't miss a ball.
Oh shoot.
And I'm like, hopefully that's a competitively because we're not there.
Yeah.
But they're different, even the coaches. So they roll up with like 2 buggies with like nets, balls, bases, like the big bases. I have the ones that you get and they flap down.
Yeah.
Like, it's like I wasn't prepared for that. Like, these coaches look like they've been coaching for years.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, I could coach the same as you, but I don't have like, I don't plan to,
You don't look as fancy.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But it'd be cool if we win and, we didn't have all that fancy stuff.
Yeah.
But, so we'll see.
Because you really don't need all that shit,
You really don't,
Just looks cool.
And and I told the kids, I'm like, hey, I told the parents mainly, like, make sure all the kids have this color socks, this color pants, all our jerseys are these, the pants, or the hat. Make sure, I was like, I just want to, even if, like, it doesn't go good, I want us to at least look like a team.
Right.
Like, I want them to all feel like they're the same. I don't want one kid wearing a pink belt and pink socks to stand out. I want everybody wearing black socks.
Yeah.
Everybody wearing, a black belt. Because I was like, if you get green socks to match, okay, cool. Buy everybody else some. Or I'll buy everybody else. So that way we have the same green socks. And a lot of the parents actually appreciate. I thought I sounded like an asshole.
Yeah.
Because the way I was saying it. Because some parents will have their kids showing up in pajamas.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to make it come off that way, but I was like, I want them to look like a team.
Yeah.
It makes them feel like they're all together.
Yeah.
And like 4 or 5 of the parents came up to me and they're like, thank you for that. Like, we understand. We want them to all look decent too. And I was like, okay, cool. At least I'm going in the right way with that. Yeah. Like, I just be straightforward. And I told him at the beginning, I was like, hey, if I call your son a different name, not like a different, like, it's like a nickname. Like, we have a kid, his name's Brooks. I call him Dunn. Because Brooks and Dunn, and then like Justin Timberlake. So, I just like stuff like that.
At least helps you remember.
And I was like, it helps me remember. I was like, I'm not calling them any different names. If they don't like it, they can tell me. I was like, I'm not going to get mad at them. That's the way for me to remember. And it also kind of just, I don't know, it peps them up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then so a lot of these kids, they never had like walk-up songs. So
Okay.
So I was like, hey, I'm gonna make a walk-up song for everybody. It's gonna announce your name, your number, and then your song.
That's cool.
And you know, a lot of them like, what? We get it. I was like, hey, even if like, say you go up there and you can't hit, at least you're ready and concentrated.
Yeah.
If it's a song that gets you pumped,
Yeah.
cool. Like I know me, I have to listen to music whether if I'm cleaning, if I'm cutting my hair, if I'm working. Like I have music going no matter what. I was like, that gets me focused. So hey, if that gets you going, cool. You know,
it's kind of like their thing too. Like now's my moment.
Yeah.
Like let me get my mind right.
So exactly.
Instead of over here just kind of messing around.
And some kids are like, hey, you choose for me, because they're just like, well, we're not sure. And like, I was like, okay, I'll choose something good for you.
Fuck bitches.
Yeah. Some kids wanted something. I was like, dude, it cusses like every second. I was like, shit. I was like, hold on, I don't know.
You can find an edited version.
Yeah. I was like, damn, I don't know. I was like, okay, we'll like it was one once Drowning by who's it called? He says bitch like every 2 seconds. I was like, uh-oh.
That's dope though. Like when you go to a Rockies game and like everyone has, or even like a high school game, and they do fucking walk up songs.
Yeah.
And you're like, this is like it kind of gets you. It's a good song.
Like when Blackman goes up and everybody's singing the Josie.
That
song? On a Vacation Far Away. They all sing it. Even the crowd sings it. So it's like, okay, maybe in the middle of the season, everybody gets like that. The parents, everybody, you know, that'd be cool. It makes the kids feel better about it, you know.
Our kids are in T-ball.
Yeah. Hey, my daughter just started T-ball too.
They're so hard.
They're 4. He says 4, right?
Yeah. Fuck, dude. I grabbed it.
I'll go get it.
No, I got it. Just sit the fuck down.
I got it.
Sit the fuck down. I got it.
Easton's 4, right?
Yeah. This is fucking.
I
I need a cigarette. Yeah, that's what I need. Is a
smoke
fucking
cigarettes?
cigarette. I don't smoke cigarettes, but if I had one, I'd smoke it.
Want me to get a blunt next time?
Let's go.
No weed. Just the tobacco. Just tobacco one. Tobacco blunt.
Yeah, tobacco blunt.
I've coached Carter in football.
Mm-hmm.
The first couple years. The first year I wasn't trying to coach. He was 3.
Mm-hmm.
And Marcus was his coach.
Mm-hmm.
Salinas, and he was like he's like we just ran into him at the park after one of the practices. I just wanted my son to go just to see football, like so we can get interested. And then we go, and he's like, "Hey, just bring him." I was like, "He's only 3."
You
He's
are
like,
beautiful.
he's like,
no matter what they say.
Shut the fuck up, Chris. He's like, the kid. They're only like 4 and 5. They're like up to like 6. So a couple 7-year-olds. He didn't tell me that. But we go, and the other coach that was there, he was just like kind of helping. And Carter was throwing in the ball, and Carter's a lefty. And he switched in sides, and I was like, he's a lefty. And he's like trying to get him to throw right. I was like, he's a lefty.
Calvin a man walk.
Dude, he has a good arm, bro. Like, he has a good arm. Don't fuck up my kid's throwing motion, because he already knows how to throw. Like, he's not one of the kids you have to teach. He can throw. Don't make him throw with his right. And he has a decent arm with his right. So, like, he'll get it there, but it's not as pretty as his left. He's not as like, it just doesn't do it as naturally. But I was like, he's a lefty. He's a lefty. And by the third time I said it, I was already walking over. Right there, I was coach. Immediately. I was like, I'm in here. Marcus is like,
it's cool to see.
I'm happy to have you.
Once your kid actually gets it, like my son, like he's like taller for like compared to other kids, so he's still growing into his own feet. Like I was telling him, he's a baby giraffe. Like the way he runs, I was like, it's okay. You'll grow into it. You'll be all right. Yeah. But it's like this year was the first year. Like so, he's been in tackle ball a couple years, tackle football. And this year he played for Thornton, and like he killed it. Like it was, he's more of a defensive mind. He just knows, hey, get the ball, do what I need to do. And I remember one game right before the playoff games, he had 4 sacks, 3 forced fumbles, and I was just like, because all these other kids they were running touchdowns, I was like, that's not him. Like that's okay. Yeah. But I was like, that'd be cool, you know. But then literally the next half of the game was just like. The kids were chanting his name. I was like, oh, that, and just being on the sideline, I was like, that's cool.
That is cool.
He was just killing it. Like, he sacked the quarterback, and they had to bring in their backup because he got hurt when my son sacked. I was like, dang, that's sweet.
Yo, get his weak ass off the field! Parents get into it sometimes.
Dude, the Thornton League is... So that was the first year we played in the Thornton League. The first year he played tackle, it was in the Fort Lupton one or the Northern Colorado one.
We just got to do more, you know what I mean? Like, I love Fort Lupton, but, like, you know what I mean? You got to do more for your
Exactly. Kid. So I put him in the Thornton one, and that league is something else. Like, it was It was way different. Like, the energy of even the parents, like... It was way different, and I think that...
Start running!
Yeah!
Now!
Even the coach, like, the kids, all of them threw up their first, like, 4 practices.
Oh, my God.
They made them run. But at the end, like he was like they were good, but like when he like played other leagues, like they'd make him run like one lap around the field, and that was it. No, if they literally got out of line, even one wasn't paying attention, they'd run. Oh, yeah. And literally they were puking.
That was us. That was me at BYFC with fucking Big Al, Doug's dad.
Yeah.
Doug's dad, Nathan Ronaldo's dad, my dad, and
and then our players,
Tyler's dad on the sideline yelling.
And then our players
run.
And then our players just fucking around all practice.
Yeah.
Another lap. Touch the middle school. Have to run. Touch the middle school. Those are the worst.
Yeah.
Having to go in
right
and out.
in the
Those are the worst. Have to touch the fence the whole way. Those are the worst. I was like, I'm running with fucking Doug back here. See ya. We're chilling. You're a running back. I was like, bitch, I'm tired. I was always like that.
Oh shit. Yeah.
People were running back to get me. I was like, thanks, guys.
That's the worst part. That was the worst part. Being over fucking cheaper than go back, you know?
Then you had to go back,
Because I had to do that a few times.
But that's what.
Fuck that. I have to go run twice.
That's what made you, you know what I mean? It was a team. You gotta go back for the team.
The thing that drives me the craziest, like coaching basketball or even like football with like Carter, is like basketball. Like you play basketball. Mm-hmm. Basketball isn't just about like being the scorer. Mm-hmm. You know, like you can be a good basketball player and be good at defense, be good at rebounding. If you're a best rebounder, you're gonna be on the court. Mm-hmm. If you're the best free throw shooter and you take care of the ball, you're gonna be on the court.
You'll be joking.
And parents want their kids all to be Kobe. You know, like
score.
No. And I'm just like,
you gotta be joking. You gotta be.
Great. It's
you
great.
You gotta be the basics. That's a joke. That's all joke it is.
Yeah.
Rebounds. Feed out to your best player.
But to me, the best basketball teams are teams. You know, like they pass the ball, they share the ball. Everybody's good. So like, if a kid passes the ball and had a good pass, I would lose my shit. I was like, good pass, dude. Like stoked on them. Or if they had a good rebound, I was like, if you get the rebound, you don't have to pass to anybody. Go score on defense. If you get the board, because most of the kids are like your son. He's probably a little bit taller for his age, and so like a lot of those kids get forced down low or forced into big man positions, and then they grow up and they're our size. Yeah, you know. So it's like if you get the rebound, go. I don't care if you're the tallest kid and you can barely dribble. Like you'll figure it out. That's how kids figure stuff out. But parents are like, they don't want their kids to pass. They want their kids to be the scorer. And I'm like, shut the fuck up out there.
The sooner you realize that, like I realize, you know, my son, like he's more of a defensive mind than offense, and like, okay, as soon as you realize that, you could practice, get him better at that, and like I said, he kills it at defense. Offense, like he thinks too much. Yeah. So like if you gave him the ball to run it,
the play,
he'll run through his head like crazy. That's how he thinks.
That's how I was.
So even when you tell him something to do, you see it in his eyes that he's double thinking everything.
When you tell him defense, you gotta cover this.
But yeah, get that fucking ball like Bobby Boucher. I was like, get that shit. Like that's all you gotta say. Like, so if you tell him to try and get that, no, you're good, it's empty. Yeah, so it's like offense, you know, kids sometimes they just don't have that. They just overthink it.
Yeah, I think over time you become a different player though too. Like you might all of a sudden it might just click and he's a running back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that's why parents have to like encourage their kids at whatever they're good at. Yeah. Because sports are better. Sports are more fun if you're good. You know? Yeah. Like, the better you get at a sport, the more fun it is. Yeah. I'll go play basketball right now and have a good-ass time if I'm playing against people who suck. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Not necessarily, but... Like, same thing with, like, softball. If you're playing with a team that just doesn't want to play, you're there. They're just there to, like, play. It's just... It can be fun, but at the same time, when the other team's kicking your ass, you're like, this ain't that fucking fun.
And there's a benefit, I think, to being, like, the worst player on your team.
Oh, yeah.
You know, if you can get into a team where you actually have some good players, or like you're the youngest, like you're a 6-year-old and a 6, 7, 8, you learn from it.
I was going to say always, like, I prefer to play him up than play him down. So, like, he learns from the other kids and he still has time to play in that group if he wants to. Yeah. So, like, that's always better, I feel like. But, you know, some people, like, we had this kid, he quit after 2 practices. He wasn't ready. But he just turned 8, and it's 10U. And I get it, they wanted to play him up. But then they realized the stuff I was coaching him after the second practice, and they realized he wasn't ready. So they quit, and they moved him down. But,
I think that's fair, though, as a parent.
That's
fine. You give him a chance.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's not a big deal.
I gave him all the same chances. Because I don't hit it soft at the kids. Yeah. I want them to be able to take it off the chest, take it off the knee, whatever, and be comfortable with if a kid hits it at them.
I couldn't do one of those off the knee. No thanks.
Well, one kid got one off the knee.
Oh, fuck my knee! Mom! My knee!
You're like on dodgeball, you're throwing wrenches at him.
You can dodge this ball, you can dodge.
Catch that shit!
You just hit the fucking face. Oh, fuck!
If you can catch
Mom, I don't want to play anymore! I don't want to play anymore!
They're all in the batter's box. Okay, I'm gonna teach you how to take a pitch and start throwing the ball out. Just ow! Turn! Ow! They're just getting hit the whole time. That's my strategy all season. Just get hit by a pitch. Just go! Lean into it, baby!
Lean in!
We're gonna win this championship.
Crowd the plate!
Crowd the plate, yeah. Alright. Halftime how-to. I don't know if you know how this goes. But we do a little halftime drink. Little drinky drink. You play golf, Eddie?
No, I want to.
Ooh,
Take me?
you want to? Yeah, let's go,
Take
bro.
me.
Guess what? I'll teach you a little Arnold Palmer trick. You know what I mean?
Palmy
Arnold
alert.
Palmy.
Arnold
Arnold
Palmy
Palmy alert. Arnold Palmy. We got some
I don't know.
heavy Arnold Palmers right here.
Ooh, heavy.
Twisted tea.
Whiskey.
No, just
Whiskey.
whiskey. Sweet tea whiskey. It's fucking 65 proof. Let's go.
How long you been doing though?
I do that all the time.
How long? It's only like the last like 6 podcasts.
No, it's been since Hot Rod.
No.
The safe was
You should say I look like that guy, remember? The Asian dude?
Calvin.
You know the Asian guy?
You made a whole TikTok about me trying to do the halftime out too, and you're interrupting it. All right.
My bad.
3 ounces of twisted tea whiskey. Then you can do a little splash of your favorite lemonade. We got some Longmont Dairy pink lemonade.
Shout out to Longmont Dairy.
Longmont Dairy. Check it out. It's only $27 a gallon, you know what I mean? It's fucking good as fuck. this shit fucking has gold over here, boy, you know what I mean? If you have
A little more on that right one.
if you want to support a small child,
Yeah,
we could just
This lemonade's fire though. It's delicious.
it's so good. But seriously, Longmont Dairy, thank you guys for calling me into paying every month, you know what I mean?
It
Appreciate you
helps
guys.
the economy.
It
It
does.
helps the economy.
We get all kinds, like, we have them all
I work
stacked.
for Longmont Dairy. I put like
We wouldn't-
machines in for Longmont Dairy, so you know what I mean? My wife.
I wouldn't finish them fast enough. They're just chilling in there.
Helps the economy.
Alright.
Are we tasting these? Or are we gonna wait on them?
Halftime how to. We're calling these the heavy Arnold Palmers.
The 9 irons.
Ooh,
That sounds nice.
That's a 9-iron. That Calvin, that's
got you,
good
bro.
for you, bro. That's fucking good, bro. That was a good one, bro. For you. God damn, boy. That's so fucking. That's that shit, boy.
That's nice.
Ooh, that's like a Koolaid. Tastes like Koolaid, you know? Raspberry lemonade Kool-Aid mixed with cherry. That's what it tastes like. No, fruit punch.
Tastes good to me.
I don't taste no fruit punch in
Have you had the
A little
raspberry
bit
lemonade?
aftertaste.
The raspberry-
Yeah,
that was
okay,
that was the best one, dude. What's your favorite Kool-Aid right now? Spit off, Calvin.
Black cherry.
Black cherry?
Black cherry. All day.
Mm.
What do you guys like?
there. It's in between fruit punch and then what's the blue one? The lemonade.
The blue raspberry
blue
lemonade.
raspberry.
Blue raspberry
It's
lemonade.
in between. I don't
Blue
know.
raspberry
It all
lemonade
depends.
is gas for me.
Black
Every
cherry,
time.
bro. Black cherry's
There's
the
no
best.
way.
Black cherry's so good.
No, it's not that good.
It's my favorite, yeah.
They don't even have a fucking Chiba Hut.
Because they don't fucking know, bro.
Yeah,
They
they do. They knew the black
I request it
ras-
every time. They're like, suggestions. Black cherry! I put it in taps and just put it in.
Bet you they have it.
They
in
serve
Florida.
service.
You know, damn, I should go
they,
there.
they got some grape drink.
Yeah, great
What kind of Kool-Aid is that? That's purple.
Purple drink. strike.
We're gonna cancel in this podcast.
No, dude. Every time
We've been talking about Budlight.
every time we go live on TikTok, we fucking.
I want to clip that. We talked about it last podcast. How we go fucking.
I think that's why we don't get no views anymore because I haven't resolved that. No, we do, dude. Like seriously. Like
we
10
were
minutes
like,
in. 10 minutes into a podcast. Yeah.
We were like 1,000, 2,000 views a TikTok. Like even just bullshit ones we do. And now we're like at 200 tops.
Yeah. That was 76.
We haven't been posting as frequently.
It doesn't give it right. Like, you know what I mean?
We're due though. Like I was looking at our thing, like we're due for someone to pop off. They'll get us.
Steven's fucking.
Tag my TikTok and then next thing you know.
Let's go, fool. Let's go.
That's the key, huh?
You have over 10,000 followers?
Yeah, 20,000, like almost 21,000.
What the fuck? Me and Kevin over here.
We've been at 5,050 for a couple months.
For a while.
Brandon's episode got us like 3,000, some shit like that. But like a bunch of TikToks pop off.
Well,
what do you put as your hashtags?
2 Guys 1 Shed. We have like hey, how many views does 2 Guys 1 Shed hashtag have though?
Oh,
we
it
got
has
the hashtag, bro.
Over 2.3 million.
Yeah, it's a good hashtag.
Good hashtag, bro. But there's these guys, 2 Guys 1 Van. I don't know, these fucking Australians, dude.
I was on Pornhub. 2 Guys 1 Ass.
Ooh, we could have done that. We should have just done that. You know what I mean?
Pornhub.
Wait, Pornhub?
We should.
I'm out. I'm not the one ass. I'm out.
We should just post our podcast.
Sorry, dude. Yeah, Steven, but you drew the short straw.
We should start posting it on.
This is the first time we're doing the second gift on the show.
Ooh, we should post a podcast on fucking Pornhub.
I'm just gonna start posting it. 2 Guys 1 Shed podcast. People are like, what the fuck?
Let's check it out.
It's
a podcast. You never know. Like,
we just use it like YouTube.
We're all across the fucking. You know what I mean? We're trying to be worldwide. You know what I mean?
Down Pitbull.
I'm gonna get the glasses next week.
I'm gonna get the Bad Bunnies.
What you guys think about this? This is actually pretty
good.
It is good.
It is good.
What was this called?
9 iron.
Ooh, the 9 iron. I like it, Calvin. I really do like it.
I like it too.
It seemed like a little sandwich to me, but we'll take it.
Sandwich.
We'll take the 9 iron.
I don't know golf, so I can't go haha with
You
that.
never even fucking.
No, I haven't.
Dude,
I went to Top Golf a couple times. That's really it.
What you do at Top
What do you
Golf?
do? What do you do for fun?
I rap.
No. You rap? I spit that I rap. I rap and I spit.
No, I put stickers on things, alright?
You do nothing fun? Like, you just all business or what?
Lately, yeah. I mean,
That's a
I
lot.
used to take my. I used to.
I'm just asking like a real thing. I'm just asking.
So I used to take my car out like every weekend, but it's like the older you get, you realize you got kids at home.
Yeah, exactly.
All this other stuff. It's like that's not as important. Like it's cool. I used to like being like the fastest guy out there, and then it's like once you realize that there's always going to be someone faster, you realize okay, like quit because these guys. They're millionaires. They're just throwing like I had one time. I raced a dude. He broke his transmission. He replaced it that next like 2 days. Said let's race again because I beat him. I'm like,
dude, I'm over here on EBT. I'm fucking trying to survive. You know what I mean?
Section 8. Me. That's me.
Trying to see if I can get a block of that cheese. You know?
Yeah. We survive on that cheese for the next week. You know what I mean?
So it's like once you realize that, it's like it's still fun, but. At the same time, there's always going to be someone faster, always somebody with more money, and it's like you're just throwing money into something that kind of ultimately doesn't matter. Like it does, but it doesn't.
So it doesn't matter you being
the fastest
anymore?
No, not at all.
You
realize it's just going to go in a damn circle, and it's like I like that motor. I blew like 30 grand on that motor and like that whole setup I have in my car. So it's like, do I really want to do that again?
Just to prove
that to prove that I'm faster.
That much faster.
So it's like, it is cool. I love it. Like I'll drive it and I go to 7-Eleven. Like what was it? I went to my daughter's. She had this thing for. It was not a field day, but something in the parking lot at the Little Trappers in Fort Lupton. I was parked and it was the middle school's recess. My car was raised and it was just sitting there running. And the kids were like, there was a whole group of kids taking pictures with their phones. I was like, oh, hold on. And it's on airbag, so I dropped it. Literally, that group was like, ah, and they ran off. Like, they're like, oh, like, scattered. And then they come back, and then I raise it back up, and I was like, all right. And, you know, that part's the cool part about it. Like, you could probably change somebody's, not life, but it makes them into a person.
No, it's life.
It makes them into a car person, or...
That's their life, though. Like, it's just crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
it's just, I don't want to put it that deep.
No,
I don't want
that's
to
how
put
it
it that
is.
deep to where it's like...
You change
some people
life.
don't see it that way, though. They're like, no, it's just your car.
You saw some guy with a cool car,
and it made
you wanted to be that guy, and now you're that guy.
Exactly. So it's like... So I do that, and like I said, they're excited, they're like pumped up, and it's like... It's that feeling is cool about it. My son, he loves me to like pick him up in school with my car, you know, like that aspect of it. But it's not even necessarily being fast anymore. It's just
that must be cool though, right? Like your son likes being in the car because he feels like
So like
cool.
It's funny because this year he started off like the way he says it. He's like, oh, I wasn't like I was a nobody at the beginning of school, but now I'm really cool. Like he started wearing he asked for hats. So and then he asked for like like he's trying to dress like me in a way.
Dude,
so he
cool,
got
dude.
a chain. He got
his
hoodie. Yeah, his hoodie. He asked for some white Air Forces. You know, so like he's getting his own style. So
yo,
like,
wait, hold up.
Yeah, I was like, hey. So this year, you know, he's more of like finding his own identity, I guess you could say. And like that part is cool about it because like he likes that part of me, and like seeing that, you're like, that's cool. You know, I'm doing that right.
No, you are doing right. If he wants to be like you, like
So
that's the hardest part. I don't even know what is even the hard. Like the hardest part is just being like a good dad. Like you still don't even know if you're doing it right. Yeah. Even if like you're trying.
And most of the time is they just care as long as you're there. You're trying. Like some people put it too deep and they're like they try and do too much, but a kid just wants you
present.
Play catch with them every now and then, something like that, or like
they're watching TV, you just sit down with them and chill.
Literally, that's all it is. Some people think it's way deeper than you have to do every little thing. They think any little thing you do to them, it's this. Yeah. You're this to them no matter what.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like some people like they're worried about like disciplining or like yelling at their kids, but it's like they still think this of you no matter what.
Right.
It's like, so some people are worried about losing that and being, you know, like not their child's friend or something like that. But it's like, no matter what, like they're that big in your eyes.
Yeah.
Or in their eyes. And that's...
You're that big in their eyes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So.
Yeah. I think that's the biggest thing too is like, you even see like people who like, parents are like on drugs or some shit like that, you know? And that's real.
They're training at the fucking
for real. No.
Soccer practice.
Like, no. Adults though, like when you motherfucker. Like when kids grow up, even if they had like a rough childhood or like that's what their parents are now, like the kids a lot of times still just want that relationship.
Yeah.
You know, if they didn't have that as a child or they had it and now it's gone, they just want like some sort of the connection. It's like, Dad, just don't do crack around me. Like, let's just hang out. You know? And that's like the biggest lesson for me as a parent. It's like the kid just wants me around me. I'm trying to drink. Just don't do crack around me. The kid just wants you around. Like, it don't matter. Nothing else.
That's why
I don't do crack, because I don't want them to
That's
say that.
That brings our next lesson on You Guys Want Shit.
Don't do crack. What's me to do my next point? Don't smoke crack. Oh, boy.
What are you doing?
I gotta pee again, but I had them thinking in my head. I gotta put it out because you're in a fucking house.
Go pee, man.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was talking about. I thought it was so funny and I fucking forgot.
Did you pee yourself laughing?
No, just fucking holding it in like
Just
a boa constrictor.
Ooh, Denver's up 3-0.
Oh, it's done.
Yeah, we won.
Yeah, that's it.
Denver
You
goes as
think
far
they'll
as...
make it all the way?
I think they go as far as Murray takes them. Because you know Jokic is the man, but he needs help. And I don't think Porter and Gordon aren't enough. Porter and Gordon aren't enough in the playoffs. The playoffs are just too tough. I don't think Porter and Gordon could be consistent.
Like I was saying the same thing. Like they'll probably make it pretty close. I was like, I don't know. We'll see how they do the next. Because I was like, this one, okay, it's kind of like a throwaway.
Trash.
We'll see how they do this one. That's how you can really judge them.
Well, next they play Phoenix the Clippers.
Because we've always been used to like, we barely make it in and fucking we have to fucking fight the whole fucking time.
Mm-hmm.
Those are my favorite Nuggets, though. The ones with Fareed when they made the 3rd seed in like 2011. I love that team, man. Just because they work so hard. Ty Lawson.
Jesus Christ.
Just flowing right through you.
No, dude. I don't know how Calvin has a peep once. He's a fucking maniac. Look
I did, didn't I?
No, you didn't. You gotta go inside and sit down and
that was just to myself.
Yeah, I have my catheter in.
I got it. I dry fit.
That's a pretty dry fit.
How many layers am I wearing? I got 2 layers, 3 layers.
It's way warmer in here than it was before, though. It's nice right now. You have anything that you we haven't brought up at all? Like we want to talk about? If there's anything, dude. We're a bunch of souls.
I don't know.
We're a bunch of souls just fucking just floating around here. So what do we want to talk about, bud?
There's one with the heart-to-heart type on the podcast. What time is it?
It's about that time, boy.
Nah, I'm an open book.
Nothing. I was saying, like nothing you want to talk about, like nothing that's on your heart, you want to talk about.
That's on my heart.
It's on your heart, dude. There's anything.
I felt like talking about the
coming in. You coming in with a heavy heart?
You got a heavy heart. Let it out. No.
So what's been the hardest part about like
owning a business? Fuck.
Yeah.
Can't imagine.
Time management. Like
with what?
Like
family,
yourself. So like I'll catch myself out there. Like so when I first moved into that house, I was out there till like 2 a.m, like trying to get it ready, cause winter was coming. I was like, I gotta get it at least ready in here so that way I can bring customers in here. So I'm not paying for that spot and this spot, you know, and like I'll find myself out there till like 10, 11. I'll go in, put the kids to bed, then go back out. Finding that sweet spot of like, okay, like I'm done with work today. Like time, like even managing my day.
Shutting off.
Yeah.
Just shutting off.
So like recently I have a guy helping me this week and he takes the cars apart while I wrap them and he puts them back together. That alone, like I probably grew like 5 less gray hairs this week just because of him. Like it's crazy. Like just that alone saved me so much time. Like most of the stress is actually taking it apart, wrapping it, and then putting it back together. That's a lot. Taking it apart is actually like a full day and a half job.
I think the worst part is like trusting somebody too.
Exactly.
That's the hardest part. You know what
I had another guy that worked for me too at the other shop, and you know I trust him no matter what. Like he had a key. Like I trust him around the family and like stuff like that, and he was really good. And he did what he had to do. Went and did his own thing, and that's fine. And then this other kid, he wanted to learn, and I'm willing to teach anybody. I'm not like gatekeeping. Like there's a couple other wrap shops that started based off of how I told them how to do things.
Oh shoot!
So
it's like they asked
what you trying to do, like
so they
publicly, you know what I mean, on YouTube and everything else.
So they would talk. They would message me, and some of them would message me every day, and I'd be like, okay, do this. If you need to come by, I'll show you. Hey, I'll give you some vinyl. Try this out, and like I don't mind helping people out. Like I feel like the hardest part for me when I was learning is I'm not a person that like to ask for help.
Yeah, I don't like.
I hate it. I like having friends. I like that part of it, but it's like I will never ask. Like say I knew you knew how to weld. I'd probably never ask you to weld something for me just because I'd like to figure. I'm just saying I'd like to figure it out on my own, you know.
Hey,
so it's like
I can even help you too.
Exactly. So it's like them coming to me. It was nice, and I'll lend a hand out no matter what.
I am too. You know what I mean?
So
always.
I think when someone comes to you too, it makes it a little easier for you to ask help from somebody else.
So like a lot of people used to think that I was like in school, like they would think like I was an asshole or like just a dick. But like I would keep to myself, and if you said hi, I would say hi back, but I would never be the one to initiate it.
Yeah.
And I'm still that way. Like if like we're leaving a party, probably don't expect to buy from me. Because that to me is just like, okay, let's just go. You know, like I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna.
Houdini.
I'm not gonna take like 10 to 30 more minutes to say bye when I'm ready to go. And I'm not doing it, and I don't do it to be like, okay, let's just get out of here.
Be a dick.
Exactly, but like,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. And like I could just say bye from across the room.
Hey, see you guys later. I'm out.
Like, because me, if like you get me going, I'll talk to you for another 20, 30 minutes, and then we're not leaving yet.
Then your lady's like sitting there like, what the fuck?
So it's like, yeah. So same thing. So if they reach out to me, hey, I don't mind helping you at all, but like I will never be like, oh, here, do this. So like, I don't know. That part's nice about it, but that's another part that's an issue is that could be 8 or 9 o'clock at night when I'm like we're watching a movie and I'm over here on my phone.
Exactly.
And
taking time away from your family.
That's something I need to work on like bad.
That's
like
how I am too.
Like when I just told you I broke my phone, like I had to go get another phone. Like I couldn't do without it that 6-7 hours or that full day until the next one came, and that kind of even opened it up. Like,
but that's how you make money though, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
So it makes it harder.
So it's like, damn, do I choose money? Do you choose this?
But sometimes money helps everything though. Like the bus in your ass through your whole life.
People say like money can't bring happiness, but that's not true.
That's not true. It can bring some peace.
Yeah. It at least brings you ease of mind.
Yeah.
Like, you could do whatever you want when you have, like, 20, 30 grand in the account, and you're just like, okay, cool. But when, like, say, like, winter came and I bought this house, and I was doing all things, like, to fix it up, I was like, oh, well, I can't keep fixing it up, because now I got to get more work in here to fix it up some more.
Facebook Marketplace, bro.
No, that's the worst.
No, it's not.
The cheapest
You get some fucking.
No, I'll tell people.
Motherfucker have some hobo in Denver. All this fucking insulation, dude.
Dude, always trying to talk me down.
So I'll be like, one time I had like one of the, hey, how much for window tint on a full car? I was like, oh, $240. And they're like, oh, that's kind of high, bro. Like I have a guy that could do it for $100. And I'm like, go to him then. I was like, that's a good deal because that's one thing too. Is learning to say no. Because at first, I used to be a people pleaser and be like, I want to get work in. Now I know better to be like, okay, go to him. That's cool. Like, even if I don't have a job lined up, I know I'll have another one coming.
Because so they're going to come back after they fucked someone.
And I've had that happen. Yeah. And then plus...
happens every time.
I've had somebody buy tint from me to tint their own vehicle, too. And I'm like, cool, I'll see you tomorrow. And they came back like 2 days later, and I was like, cool. I mean, I
got you twice, you motherfucker.
Like that's cool. Like I respect them for trying.
Yeah.
But it's like
now you
understand how hard it is.
You're like, I bought the material, so
yeah.
My buddy Douglas too was like, I was like, I'm gonna tint my windows because I used to have them tinted and I had to rip them off in Greeley because I had a 5%.
And they're fucking assholes.
They're fucking assholes over there. Dude, and he's like, oh, let's do it. I'm like, no, I'm not fucking gonna try to fucking cut all this shit out and fucking crease it and then fucking waste so much money and then guess what? I'm gonna peel it back off, wipe all the sticky shit off again.
So people are like, oh, because I charge for removal. And sometimes removal takes longer than even installing new tint. Oh, wow. Yeah. One time it took me 4 hours to remove tint off of one back glass. Oh, my God. Because the deck lid was so high, I couldn't get my hand down there. So I had to remove the whole deck lid. Oh. And, it was a whole process. And I'm like, now you understand. Once he was there seeing me, I was like, that's why I charge you. And it's like hourly for removal. Because I can't say it's going to take me an hour because it might take me 2 or 3.
You got to cover yourself too.
Yeah. And I learned.
You could bid a job, but like you never know what you're going to run into.
Yeah. Do you have a better idea now though? Like when you see certain vehicles, you're like, oh, this is going to be more expensive.
So usually, like there was a guy that called me on the phone. He's like, hey, my tint's bubbling. I was like, did you just buy the car? He's like, yeah. I was like, did it come from Arizona, Florida, or Texas? He's like, that's funny. It's from Florida. And the way that, so when, with me saying that, got me the job instantly because he knew what I was talking about.
Yeah, okay.
So, I was like, oh, it came from Florida. Okay, so it's because the way the heat works there, the humidity, it basically eats the glue and it peels it off the window. He didn't care what price I threw at him. He's like, you know what you're talking about? Because you knew where it came from. Yeah. And literally, and I bid him like, it was like $800 for a full tint. But it was for his daughter. He's like, one is for his daughter, so he's going to pay whatever. And I didn't bid him high. It was just because I bidded him about like 3 hours for removal because it was 4 sides and the back window. So I was like, that should be about good. And then the regular tint job on the sides and the back. And he was happy with it. Like, so, and sometimes, most of the time, is getting people in the door is just sounding like you know what you're talking. When I first started, I was talking out my ass. Like, you got to be a salesman, right?
Yeah, you do.
Now I know what I'm talking about, and I
Yeah.
can talk him in the right direction. But at first, when I first started, I had no idea what the hell I was saying. I didn't know how to get people in the door. I was like, I knew half of the stuff, but some of the stuff
You just know how to sell
I
a
was
job.
just guessing
Gotta
on
wing
that.
it, yeah.
So, but now like it's a lot different. Like
You know
the guy
numbers.
that I have in the shop with me now, he's trying to start his own thing, and I was like, I'll teach you whatever you need to know. I don't mind if you go do your own thing. Just don't ever leave me hanging.
Yeah.
So if I need your
If
help
I
and
need
you
you
say
to
you're
do
gonna be
something,
here,
yeah.
that's fine. But if you're gonna go and do your own thing, that's cool. And he in January he left to do his own thing with his cousin. I was like, do your own thing, that's fine. And he did, but he realized he just started too soon. So he's back. I was like, that's fine. I'll teach you everything. I'm not mad. I don't hold a grudge about it.
Yeah.
I was like, you came back, you came to me, and you asked for help, and that's fine. So I'm teaching him all these things, and he's learning a little bit different. And then, so he's making posts, and I was like, the way you're wording it is a little too bland. Like, you gotta, like, get people's attention. I was like, even some of my posts are kind of basic, but the wording, the way you word it, depends on certain people. Like, there's another a wrap shop, I forgot what it was called, but it was a name that would appeal to younger people. I was like, okay, so that would work for you right now, but say 4 years down the road, if you want an older white lady, or you know, or like a or not necessarily that, but like you want like business contracts, are they gonna say they're going to Chihuahua's Customs or something? Yeah. Not really.
Primos Customs.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Just wrap that ass.
Yeah, like something like that. Yeah. So it works.
Hey,
for,
let's go. Come on, we got that fucking business, boy.
That's why we got Johnny.
So
we're changing the business name to wrap that ass.
So it's like, so that'll work for you for now, because your main base is 18 and under, but after that, 21 and up is what's the people that pay more money.
Right.
You got to change your name to where, hey, I got
you gotta
my
have a name that's gonna be lifelong.
Exactly. So it's like, change it to something that's a household name and not necessarily just something that's gonna get you by. And like, so one of the shops.
So what do you think about Two Guys One Shed?
Two Guys One Shed is it's weird when we have a guest. You know, that's what my thing is. Like now they're like 3 guys, 1 shed. What's going on? You know, on TikTok it's like 2 guys, 1 shed. I saw 3. So who's this third guy?
Click and
then they're interested. They're like, what the fuck? They're like, we gotta figure out who this third guy is.
So there you go. There goes your shit. So it's like all that stuff matters, and like when you first start your stuff, you don't think of that. But like the few years that I've been in business, it's all these little things pop up, and I learn from them, and I kind of got lucky with the HouseofWrapz just because I was wrapping out of my house. Mm-hmm. And technically I still am now, so it's like it still goes. It's but
I don't even think about that. I just think it sounds like a dope name.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just HouseofWrapz.
Oh, yeah. When you posted the logo, I was like, fuck, that logo is
like you hear HouseofWrapz, you think I'm going somewhere where they just fucking rap. Like that's his focus.
I rip it and rap.
The weird
I
part
rap
is
and I spit. Dylan has the best kind of shit.
Top 5 rappers of all time. Dylan.
It's gonna make the top 5 rappers.
You should do that.
Steven.
You should do that.
Steven. Cause I spit on fire.
Top 5 rap companies. HouseofWrapz.
that would be it.
You're welcome to do this.
But it's like,
I'm gonna cut that shit and send it to you.
Do it. So it's like, yeah, I mean, all those little things matter.
So how do you feel like your salesmanship?
You know what's crazy?
I can sell a fucking
Calvin,
car.
Yeah?
I can sell you a car easy. So, like, I carry 3 different types of tint. Whether it's a basic, a better,
ceramic.
or better, and then ceramic. So it's like, you know, I could sell you, like, I'll start with the lower end, and then I'll go to the higher end. But then, like, a lot of people are like, okay, well, what's your middle one? Mm-hmm. And I'll sell that middle one like crazy because, like...
Yeah, the higher and lower.
And, you know, people are like, oh, I don't need the expensive stuff, but I want something better than the basic stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, cool. But then I get those people like Facebook Marketplace, they want just that cheap shit.
They're like, what's cheaper than the cheaper shit?
Yeah. They're like, hey, can you just put aluminum foil on that shit? Because I don't want to see out. I don't want nobody to see in.
What can you give me on that free?
So,
Dude,
have you improved your salesmanship? Is it like anybody you watch or like another rap place, or is it just like
So there's
Tom?
there's two places that I watch, and they're both from YouTube. There's more than two, but there's two that like I go to for either whether it's learning how to install, because I learn every day, no matter what. Even though I know how to do stuff, you still want to learn more.
Should be better. Like,
So there's two different places. There's one guy that goes live every day. He has a tint that he goes live every day. He's the biggest nerd ever, and my girl laughs at me because I watch him. But he goes live, wears a head cam, and you can watch him tint. Yeah. So watching
you see the techniques and everything.
So everything he does, you know, the tools he uses, it helps. Then there's another guy. He has more of like a funny videos, but he does a day in the life of a tinner like once a week. And watching him, you know, how he does things. They both install two different ways, and learning them both, it just helps overall.
just makes you better, right?
Yeah.
You know,
so it's like I want to learn one way, cause so
that's the only shitty part. I think the only shitty part about being a man is you're always just trying to improve yourself, but like you have to.
It never ends.
You have to do it at home though, with your kids around, and you're fucking taking time away from them.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only time you have though. So that's
all balance.
That's the shitty part though. Like you're like, even if you're just watching like a stupid video that your wife thinks you're watching, but like it's helping you.
Mm-hmm.
But
because I'll catch myself watching them later, because that's when I have time to sit down and watch.
And you're like stuck to it, like you're into it.
But that's when you turn your hobbies into your career. Right here, baby. Woo!
Podcast, boy.
There's always improving, baby. You know.
No, but for real, like, it's just this, and that's the hard about thing about being a man, too. Like, you want to just be, like, the best at whatever the fuck. Calvin's over here fucking trying to be a fucking, this guy's going to be having about 1,300 chickens here in about 4 weeks.
Nah. I got 15 to order.
Go ahead.
Make some eggs
snowing,
or what?
dude.
We start talking about chickens and Steven leaves. You don't like chickens or what, dog? Huh? You don't want no hens?
No.
I'll sell you one. I'm for real getting meat chickens, though. 15 of them. Partially because if I order just the 4 chickens
Can you get
I
some
need.
black silk ones? Get
Silkies?
2 black silk ones. Black silk.
Silkies?
Yeah. I want to make some black silk fried chicken,
Woo!
boy.
No, but
what should be buzzing.
The thing is, though, where
black chicken?
I could go get regular chickens from like the Big R or like Tractor Supply or something. But the ones I want, you gotta order. But if I order meat chickens that I gotta butcher, it's basically the same price as ordering 4 egg layers, and they charge me a shit ton of money because I have a small order. They give you like a $50 small order fee plus shipping and handling. So if I order those meat chickens, I can just grow them out for 8-12 weeks, slaughter those bitches, fried chicken for fucking 4th of July, baby. Let's go.
You can slaughter a chicken?
Oh.
You think, could you
Not in city limits, but I can do it.
I've done it before.
We're gonna do it in city limits. I got a couple canopies.
I'm all right there.
I show up with my chickens.
Let's go.
Hey, you're gonna be rapping. I'm gonna show up with my chickens.
You're gonna be rapping.
Hey, I just need a corner of your yard, dog.
So when we were looking at the house we bought,
Yeah.
the people there that lived before us, they had chickens. They had like 3 or 4. They're like not regular ones, like the big ones with like the big feathers and stuff.
Ooh, like with the fucking like silk fucking feathers and shit. They'd be fucking
like. And we were thinking about getting them because we have the
their names
room.
would be like Charlie and fucking
shit,
Madison and shit. You know what I mean? It's so crazy ass chicken
Chick-fil-A,
Sunday and shit. You're never gonna eat because you're on Sunday. Oh, sorry, that was funny.
But
That's funny,
so it's like
call it Chicken Sunday. You know what I mean? You gotta protect it if you call it Chicken Sunday.
yeah. So that whole getting that property was like.
You have a nice property, bro. That's nice, dude.
Yeah, you have to swing by.
Let's go, bro. Fucking 2 minutes down the road.
Come by tomorrow. We're gonna.
I'll
watch
fucking
the
bring
fights.
my go-kart, bro.
My son has a go-kart. He wrecked that shit right into the
really?
yellow pole in front of my shop.
Oh.
The throttle got stuck.
Ooh.
And I have a video of me, like, I yanked on it and pulled it, because he would have went right into the garage door. I pulled it just enough to where he went into, like, the yellow post.
Do you have a car lifted in there yet?
No, not yet. I want one of the. I want like a mobile one though. Like I could move around. You know.
My uncle just put one in my grandpa's garage.
Yeah.
Nice. The mobile ones?
Yeah.
Because it picks it up and he set it down and he fucking.
That's what I want to be able to do because I don't use one specific way for like all things. Like I want.
Let me know, dude. That's all I do is like heavy machine. I moved the shed was over there.
How'd you move it?
Ask
Ratchet straps
Calvin.
or what?
Ask Calvin.
I moved it.
We put it on skates, bro, and put it on plywood and moved it over here, bro. Me, Calvin, and Doug moved it over here.
Why'd you move it?
Because I wanted my camper back there.
Ah. You guys go camping a lot? Try to.
Yeah.
We just got like we don't go enough for me to buy a camper. We got like a rooftop tent.
Yeah, I got a deal though.
Yeah.
30-foot camper for $1,500.
Do you?
Yeah, exactly. That's as much as my rooftop tent was. No, my rooftop tent was like 3. So like, yeah, I would have bought that.
Hey, how much did you house tinting for?
It's like
to where the outside you can't see, but you know what I mean. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. So it'd be you could still like at nighttime you'll still see it.
Yeah, I know, but like.
But during the day it would be like right around like $10 a square foot. So depending on the size.
I see like four like. Not even like 2 fucking windows, if that.
So you do houses too?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh shoot!
Yeah.
You wrap everything, huh?
Yeah.
You better
No,
watch
not
out.
really. I have 3 kids.
Calvin's trying to. Calvin's not trying to have any kids. You fucking wrap the kid, boy.
Hey, I haven't wrapped
Not
in a while.
everything, not everything, but hey.
Maybe now when I have those 3 kids.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of want one more, but we'll see.
You're fucking crazy, bro. You have 4?
No, I have 3.
He said maybe 4.
That's
Maybe.
still crazy.
I want one more.
No, mommies, but you're crazy.
How
dude.
many you got? 2?
2. I'm gonna get my balls cut off this year.
After 2?
I'm trying to get 2.
Don't give up so quick.
No, I'm not giving
Give
up. I'm
yourself some
fucking,
time.
I'm fucking throwing the white flag, dude.
Think
I'm
about
fucking
it.
good. No, I'm good, boy.
Kelly, I'm cranking Kelly out until she's 40. So
Calvin says that fucking Callie's over here just trying to get one more and that's it.
she has like a stack of Plan Bs. I'm like, what's going on here? Just kidding.
I was
Just
like,
kidding.
damn.
She's all, fuck that. So I don't want your kid.
I thought these are Costco, motherfucker.
I got a deal.
Honestly, she's like, I already had one of your offspring's heads come out of me. I'm not gonna do that again. Got a big old dome, bro.
Sperms.
My son has a big old dome too. His head was elongated for at least.
Dude, that
Couple
motherfucker.
months.
He looked like a
Yeah.
Conehead.
It was elongated for a while. I was nervous. I was like, oh, it's gonna be like this forever. The doctor's like, it'll be gone soon. The little beanie's just on the very top.
Remember Easton?
I was like, people think he's Jewish.
Easton had this fucking,
His belly button.
his belly button. He had a fucking, what's that called, Kevin?
I don't know.
Herniated belly button.
So
Yeah.
my son has he walks around like there's a big old belly and it's like popping out.
No, like, my son had his fucking...
Just the belly button part.
This fucking... It looked
I
like...
couldn't help it either.
the belly, yeah.
It's a dick-sized fucking hemorrhage on his stomach.
I couldn't help it though either.
Who was his or yours?
I touched it too. It didn't bug
That
him off.
motherfucker was big, boy. That fucking hemorrhage was fucking big, boy.
The bulge.
Yeah, it was a bulge.
It didn't bug him though, huh? Like
No.
it didn't. Like if you touch it,
He push it out and be all playing with it. He'd be like,
Wasn't like his intestines like coming out. Wasn't like his
That's what a
intestines
hemorrhage
bulging out?
That's what that is.
yeah.
Sorry, my kid didn't have a fucking hemorrhage, guys. Shit.
I've had 2.
You know why? Because when I had to cut that fucking umbilical cord, it wouldn't cut. It was too tight.
I remember
So I had to just fucking get it with my teeth. Kelly's like, what the fuck's going on? I spit it out. Pooh! On her belly.
I remember when the
On her
doctor
belly.
with my son, he goes to hand me the scissors to cut it, and I thought he was gonna shake my hand. So I was like, and he has the gloves on, and I was like, oh, my bad. And I grabbed the scissors, and I'm like, okay.
It's tougher than you think.
Yeah, I
though.
was like,
You think it's gonna be like easy, like paper.
it took me like 3 or 4 cuts. I was
I
like,
was smooth. Yeah, hands of a man, you know what I mean? Just one swipe. You know
That grip strength though.
I fucking damn near fucking cut that bitch off.
you
with
need
my
to get
fucking
one of
own
those
damn
grip
hand.
strength things.
He has
I
one.
got you, huh?
Go get it.
Oh! Let's go!
No. The funny part is, so
Alright,
the guy I'm treating
I
like
see
to
it.
wrap,
I'm sorry.
like taking out seals of like windows. or like door handles, like he's like, and I'm like I was like, I don't know. I'd like to see what my grip strength is. So that's funny that he has it.
You think you've gotten like stronger over time doing that?
So over time, yeah, like my fingers, even pulling wrap. So I don't even use my whole body anymore. I just use my fingers, and it's crazy. Like, cause he'll be leaning.
Yeah.
Me, I'm just like, and it's like way different.
It's crazy how like different jobs, like you develop like different skills.
So
and, like,
I was telling him,
other places.
like I was working, like when I was delivering that food and stuff, like the flour. So I'd pull up 10 bags of flour. That's 500 pounds. There was this big ass dude like this, couldn't do it.
Really?
And it's all in how you do it.
Yeah.
Like I'm not saying he couldn't, but he couldn't figure out how to do it at that point.
He didn't have the technique.
Exactly. And me, I was probably like 50 pounds less than him too.
Yeah.
And like I would do it. He'd be like, I watched him. He's like this to me. I was just taking it in, like, cause some of those places you have to go around like counters like this.
Yeah.
And go through, and like I was just whipping it through, and he'd run into everything, rip bags of flour, and yeah. So sometimes it's all in just technique, but who knows?
I remember Blake and Jimmy, cause you work with both of them, right? Them telling me how you fucking bust ass.
They hated me.
So like, this fool gets done like in 7 hours.
they were mad because I was like, well, to me it was easy because I was so used to it. Damn, where did she go? I heard it fucking bounce like oh. But they like, so I'd make it sound like it was easy because to me it was. So I didn't mean to be like, oh, I was recruiting them. Like to me it was easy money because we were younger and it wasn't that bad. But when they got there, it wasn't like that. I was like, I'm sorry. I thought you guys would kill it, you know, but it's a lot different for everybody.
Blake's like, what the fuck?
Blake, he got caught stealing an ice cream because I showed him how. Sorry, Blake. He got caught by a wing shack.
Oh shit!
Because I would be like, oh,
Wing shack?
Because I'd get there early, so I'd take one. And
take their ice cream?
Yeah, just one, and then eat it. You know, just one. Hey, I'll pay you back if you need it.
That's so funny.
But then he gets there because he gets there later.
Right.
So they were there. He takes it while they're there.
You want to start, Steven, or do you want Calvin, or like?
I don't. Go ahead. That's crazy. Yeah, I want.
I have one.
It's funnier if I go last. Because then you see what everybody else gets. So I'll probably get 101 fucking. I'll be
put it down. Get it going.
That's my best one.
What's your best one? 121. Motherfucker, bam, boy.
I'm gonna do a push-ups,
I'm gonna get
baby.
like 40.
Chris gets 150.
You get like 150? You gotta stand up or just not?
No,
I had to. It gives me the extra strength.
Ooh, there you go, Steven. There you go. There you go.
Ooh, 144. They say grip strength is correlated with longevity.
What's that? What do you mean?
Like lifetime longevity, like living longer.
Living longer.
I don't know. I don't feel like I live that long. My body hurts like a motherfucker.
That's good for you. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because if
You're
you
mobile.
if you don't struggle, then what the fuck?
I guess.
You know what I mean? Like,
Well, if you don't do something, your body atrophies.
yeah.
Your body just goes into. Like I
Survival
worked on a keyboard all day. That shit was like 108. Remember? I could barely get 100.
No, he could barely break.
I was like 101.
He was at 97. He was stoked. I was like,
should have been that typing should at least do something with your.
All right, here we go.
Just all fingers. I have lady fingers.
That was nice.
At 137, fucking Steven got me.
I got you, didn't I?
No, you didn't.
I got a
Here,
16
we can do
handicap.
two.
My
We'll
handicap's
make
16.
sure. it wasn't-
Left-handed?
We'll sit.
Left-handed, right-handed?
Fuck! I'll get 20. Make sure it wasn't a fluke.
Ah.
Damn.
Yeah.
You use your left?
146.
I'm all right, bro. I'm fucking trying to do everything all
I
right.
tried. Feels like someone new.
Yeah, exactly. Close your eyes.
I'm like, why is my hand this
What do I
way?
gotta do?
Just press that one. Close your eyes.
Okay. 120. Yeah, my left ain't shit.
I don't know why my left hand is stronger than my right hand. Ooh, 106.
110.
Oh,
I got stronger, huh? I've gotten stronger. I've been working out. I haven't worked out for shit.
I know my right hand is stronger than that. So
That's weird,
like,
yeah.
It's from
I
doing
know
the coup.
my.
I was holding those 2x2s.
130.
Like my left hand just fucking.
That's
puts out
weird.
The numbers. It's so
That's
weird.
weird.
Yeah, my left hand can put in the numbers, bro. All right.
42.
Get ready to put that left hand in.
I'm
work.
good, man. I got 2 above 110.
Calvin spent.
I don't need another.
That's funny. You had one.
Put it in with your left hand.
Left hand. Okay.
Don't even think about this fucking.
Okay.
Ah! See, that's so weird for me.
Yeah.
My left hand is the fucking
128. What was it? 128. That is weird. Yeah, that's funny.
Ah!
Hold on. 180. What's up?
My record was 160 with my right hand.
Yeah.
I put up 160 with my right hand.
Let me squeeze that with my cheeks.
Some tight motherfuckers.
It's all 210. It's all 45.
You're surprised I had that.
I was just well,
hey,
no, because like every
you know what, Steven? Let's put you to the test.
Oh no.
Uh-oh, what is it?
Don't hit the wire. You can't get that over the wire.
Oh, fuck.
What is that? What's that for?
It's like a...
Oh, my God.
That's like 60 pounds? 70 pounds?
That's probably about, probably about 54.
Try to curl it, Chris.
What are you doing? What
Curl it.
Curl it?
Curl it.
What's up, baby?
Ah! Or then...
Nope. I was like, what?
We can get Brian Shaw on here, bro.
No, I don't want to get that embarrassed.
I think I got it, bro. I think I got it. I think I believe. I don't know if I'm just fucking delusional. I think I got it.
You gotta be up. There's no way sitting down.
Fuck that motherfucker. Ah, fuck! I got it up. That's about it.
Your veins look great.
Yeah. That's for you on Instagram right there.
That Steven's all pissed. He's like,
Come on, Mom, get this. Nope.
You got it. Put your fucking elbow on your fucking knee and fucking get that motherfucker up. I command you! No, with your fucking toes, though, bro.
Calf raise.
The motherfucker over here fucking with the toes.
I can't do it like that, though.
Just fucking command it to go.
That's kind of...
Command it! Get it up!
Nope, nope. Can't do that shit.
Let me see my left. I never even tried my left.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's your strong one.
It feels so weak,
my
though.
strong hand.
It feels so weak, though.
Grab my strong hand.
My strong hand.
My germs.
Oh!
Nope.
Oh my god. There's a fucking hole in the bottom of this shit here.
Yeah, I don't understand. The fucking numbers don't add up, though. Like, this fucking hand's way stronger.
Yo, what the?
Those numbers don't add up.
Yeah, these numbers don't add up. That's a fucking heavy ass shackle, huh?
That is fucking heavy. What do you use that for?
Where'd you get that?
For work, but that's how I work out with Kelvin. 5 o'clock in the morning. You know what I mean? Just fucking put up my dick and like, bah, bah, bah. I'm sorry, guys. That's not what I do. I think it's heavy. Like, it's just a monstrosity of metal. Like,
Monstrosity.
Alright.
You gonna do another one of these or what?
no, I got you. I got a good question. Steven. Why are you laughing, bro? How long has this been going? It's been going for a
We're like at 2 hours.
Oh, it's a good podcast.
Yeah.
What's your biggest mistake then?
Ooh, that's a good one.
As in what?
Your biggest mistake?
Like with your business.
Business, anything. Not even just your business, your life.
Ooh,
What is your business?
real good.
What's the most thing that you want to like take back at least?
Any regrets?
Um,
And you're what, 31 years?
30.
30.
30?
30.
You sure? 30 this year?
Nah, I'm already 30.
Me too. I'm sorry.
You can do us another round of these?
Yeah, we can do
Let's do another round.
We can do another round.
I'd say
another round.
I'd say giving people the benefit of the doubt, like throughout my life.
All the time, dude.
Wow.
That's a fucking real thing. Like, people never show up for you when you need them to show up for you.
And like, you could wish it all you want.
Yeah.
You can.
Yeah, I know I'm gonna be here for them because they're gonna be there for me, and then they never do it for you.
And literally, I will lose sleep if someone asks me for help. But okay, I'm gonna make this work in my day. When do I gotta be there?
Yeah. I'm gonna be the best I can be.
Exactly.
So
I'm gonna be there for them. I'm gonna do that. But when it comes around the other way around and it doesn't happen, you get let down more than double. Like, it's just like, it hits you.
Yeah.
Like, fuck.
But the worst part about it is you can never you'll never let that part bring you down though. You're always gonna do what you're gonna do. You're always gonna be there.
I'm gonna keep going.
Yeah,
I'm gonna keep pushing.
But that's the worst part about it. Like
being a dude,
that's the worst part.
You can't let that stuff because people see you at not necessarily weak, but it's like they think different of you if you slide past me one time, they think you could do it again.
Exactly.
And again and again. It's like, no, like it sucks because I don't know. Like you do it once and.
I'll never get that close with people. Like, I don't. I don't know. I can't let myself be that vulnerable.
Even me though, like, I don't even have to be close to them. Like I said, I'm willing to help out anybody.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I don't have to be close to them to give them a helping hand. But it's like, I do that and I don't get anything in return. Yeah. And I don't expect it.
No,
but it's
you
like,
do it out of say, hey, shout out, dude, Steven, fucking help me out, or like even just like, hey, bro, I appreciate everything you've done for me, and I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you, dude. Like, that's all you need.
Exactly. Now lift
or
me
just
up.
when you ask them for something, they just bounce back like, I got you.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
But even that simple call is saying like that, like, dude, if you
sometimes all it is that.
You helped me out so much, dude, and I appreciate that, and I'm sorry I've been a little bit selfish lately, but if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have nothing.
Yeah.
That's all.
Just a little appreciation.
That's all men search for, is just like that little shit.
The little shit. Sometimes
keep you going on. Just a little thing.
It's a little thing.
Like sometimes when customers, like I'll have customers that will pick up their car, no reaction, no nothing. They're like, oh, thank you. And that's okay. Like, I'd much rather that than them be like, oh, what's this? What's that? What's that?
Yeah.
You know? But when you get a customer that's like, or like posting you, tagging you, you're like, I did that. You know?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not asking you to do that, but just know that makes me feel a different type of way. And that next job is going to be even better. And the next, like, I have another customer that just asked me for a quote that I've done 3 cars for them already. Just knowing they're coming back to me for a 4th one.
Yeah.
Every one they came to me back for, you know, it made me feel even better because it knows I did a good job.
Yeah.
Like, even though I didn't hear it the first time,
Yeah.
they brought me the second one.
Yeah.
They brought me the third one. They know I did a good job. They trust me, and that's nice, you know.
And someone walks in like it's fucking Pimp My Ride, and they get all stoked and stuff. I bet that feels good, right?
Yeah. I've had like
I want a TV on my Buffalo.
3 people that done that, and I'll never forget them. They walked in, they ran around the whole shop, and shit, yeah.
That's awesome. That's cool.
That's what that's it. That is it right there. That's what you search for your whole life.
Yeah.
Is for someone to appreciate all that hard work, all that grind, and everything else. That's what you do life for. I'm like, it's a little weird because you could be doing life for like something else, like, you know what I mean, kids and everything else. But like when it comes from someone that you don't even know,
anybody you don't know, like you can hear it from, say, your wife, your parents, your brother. You could hear it from that, but it's like, okay, are you saying that because it is good, or are you saying that because, you know, we're
just trying to love me?
And then, but when you hear it from somebody you've never even met, you never even seen before until they dropped their car off and picked it up.
Yeah,
that's
like they don't owe you anything.
Yeah,
they're just stoked.
And then like some people will leave me reviews. Like I don't ask for reviews ever, and then I randomly will. And then, like, when they don't, like, I don't ask for it and they post it, I'm like, okay, cool. You know, like, that makes a big difference. Like, the reviews help me get so much more business. Like, through Google, if you leave, like, 1 or 2, like, the way it works is, like, every 1 or 2 reviews, I get, like, 5 or 6 different calls a day.
Oh, wow.
Oh, shit.
Per, like, every good review. So it's like reviews matter, and at first I didn't think that mattered, you know, so I never asked.
Yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna fucking just do me. You know
Exactly,
what I mean?
but it's like once you realize, okay, those reviews matter, and then people, like certain people look at, like me when I order something off Amazon, I never look at reviews. I don't care. Like
reviews.
whatever's at
I
the
do it
top.
all the time,
me, I'm
no.
like whatever's at the top and the cheapest, cool, whatever. But some
I
people,
always
you know,
look at- I
they
look
look
at
at
always
reviews.
I
You
always
do
look
too?
at reviews. Yeah, I do my research, dude.
I'm like, I need at least a few good ones if
It
I'm buying
depends
this.
on what it is, though. Like, if it's
Right,
something
yeah.
that I could throw away, like, say something like this. Like, I'm just going to order it.
This is the highest review on Facebook Marketplace, all right?
That was $54, you son of a bitch.
But,
Look,
like,
man, trash,
no,
so then-
but, like, compared to something that I really need,
No,
like,
yeah.
say that fan. I don't
Right.
want that spinning off and cutting my head off
That
one day.
motherfucker's
Like, I'm going to
free,
read some
boy.
reviews
All the
on that
reviews like,
shit.
this shit falls off.
Yeah.
Different set of brackets.
That shit needs to be secured.
No.
So, like, I guess it just depends, but it's like a lot of people do go off reviews, or like a certain kind of group of people do, and then, you know.
Well, I'm
that
sure it
makes-
helps. Someone's like, oh, Steven's super dope.
Yeah,
He did
like
a great
word of
job.
mouth is
He's easy to
big.
work with.
Like him, like word of mouth is big. Like your sister brought me a lot of work
yeah.
and stuff like that. So it's like that makes a difference. But it's like when it's somebody nobody ever knows, or they're just searching it up.
It's
the
crazy,
reviews.
like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
I always try to throw shit your way, dude.
Thank you for that.
Oh yeah, man, dude. Why not?
If I talk about a vehicle with somebody, I definitely will send them your way. But you know,
Yeah.
Comes on, what do you have? I think he could do that.
I'm like, you need to. I'm like, he can wrap carburetors.
So the funny part is like people are like, so you always been into cars? In high school, I couldn't tell you what symbol was what to what car. I wasn't into cars because I didn't own a car.
Oh, that's
Once
right.
I owned a car,
I was into it.
and
from
you
fucking
were,
day
but your
one.
dad
Yeah,
was
yeah,
too.
my
you
dad
know?
was too.
So my
yeah.
dad was, but it's like
Yeah, it's different. Yeah,
it's
yeah.
different, but not like into everything. He was into Chevy. That was
Yeah.
it. So when I seen a symbol to like a Saturn or something, I don't know what the fuck that is. You know, but so once I owned my own car and I was able to do my own things and make it me,
Yeah.
that's when I started learning everything. And now it seems like I know everything about cars, but I still don't.
Yeah.
But it's like it was something that built into this. It wasn't like I grew up knowing everything.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, because like most of the time when people see my car, they're like, oh, you've always been in cars. I'm like, no. I was like, literally in high school, I was into spiky hair. And that was really it.
Spiky hair.
I was Stevie D, baby.
Oh, I love it.
That's what people would think of when they think of me back then. That's that Stevie D shit, baby.
Dang, bro.
Oh, nice.
I love it.
I can picture you right now. Oh my god.
I didn't think you were spiky hair until you said that. That's funny. Bro.
Oh fuck. This is a good one, dude.
That's crazy though. That's like you just kind of build upon everything, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's the key to life, is like you just follow what you're interested in.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you just chase your interests forever, and you end up somewhere good.
And some people, like, it takes them a while to find out what they're interested in. Like,
No, some people they're so passionate about it that they're willing to take a loss. And you have to take a loss every now and then, but like you have to realize, like, you know what I mean? You'll be a businessman.
I think there's no losses if you just keep moving.
No,
You
there
know?
is losses though.
If
there's
you
there's always
Think
gonna
about
be
it. If you're
losses,
always
but
helping
as
everybody
long-
out, you know what I mean? If he always helped everybody out and he didn't fucking make his price right, he'd be in the same. He'd still be in the same place he is.
I think eventually it comes around though. You know, like eventually that hard work, even if you're working hard at the wrong thing, eventually you get something from it.
Mhm.
You know.
Yeah.
I think
I
if you
guess so.
put your
Yeah.
passion and you work hard, eventually something's gonna come of it. You know, whether it's a customer that like spread your name to like a bunch of other customers and you get a ton of business from it, or it's like one person watches our podcast and they got a big following and they share it, and then all of a sudden we get a spike in viewers.
I wish.
Or fucking Brandon comes on and tells all kinds of crazy prison stories, and people are like, "This is nuts!"
Yeah.
You know?
$200 off Facebook. See
Yeah.
this.
Like it's
How many followers you got on fucking Facebook?
On my business page is like 3,000.
Damn, that's
Which
like-
is weird because, like, even shops that are big, like 10 times bigger than me I only have like 1,000.
Me
So, and I don't understand how I got the 3.
We got like 200 followers on fucking YouTube, but we have the viewers of fucking.
We have like close to 3 on Facebook. It's like 2,700.
No, we have almost 4,000 on Facebook.
Oh, is it?
3,700.
37.
We have 3,700 on Facebook, 5,000 on fucking TikTok,
and then 200 on YouTube.
Yeah.
I was thinking about
Spotify though.
YouTube.
We got like a little handful on Spotify, but Spotify's more like.
I think you do good on YouTube, Drew.
I think I could, but it's like I feel weird talking to myself on camera.
Just pretend.
Like I'd start the video.
Hey,
how's it going, guys? I'm wrapping this car. All right, later.
Hey,
the video's done.
Well, if you just start it, and you just throw like a soundtrack over it, and then you just working like time lapse.
I saw a video today,
dude. Fucking views for that shit.
I saw a video today saying I made this channel for me talking to myself in the past. What would you tell yourself in the past?
Oh, that's a good one.
Damn, that
you know
is
what I mean?
good one.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it'd be
Stevie D, just about to get into
What you about to do?
You know what I mean? Like telling yourself in the past. You know what I mean? Like what would you tell yourself in the past? Like what was the shortcuts you would have?
You would give
all that shit.
You would give Steven DeLeon
all the advice.
2012 version a piece of advice. What would you give him?
Ooh, that's good.
You're welcome. that was off the head right there too. What would you? I don't even know what I'd tell myself.
What would you tell yourself?
I would tell myself. 2012.
Let's make it easier. This time last year, we just started the podcast, right? We're starting in March. What would you tell yourself? A year. Just a year. A year older Chris. What kind of advice you got? Don't do it. Calvin, don't edit shit.
No.
What advice would you give yourself?
What are you waiting for? Me and Calvin have gained a stupid like it's not like a big following, but like it's just crazy. Just me and Calvin, like me and Calvin started this thing just by me and Calvin. Like we don't have no fucking.
Just on a whim.
Yeah, just on a whim. That we don't have no 3,000 followers. We don't have nothing, and we started this, and look at us now. Like, we still appreciate like the maybe 200 views on YouTube and 500,000 views on fucking TikTok, but like it's just crazy. This is me it's me and him started this stupid shit. It's not stupid, but it's like Calvin's like, we're gonna start a podcast. I told Calvin, I was like, yeah, let's do it whenever, and then he told me, he's like, oh, let's do it this weekend. Let's do it this weekend. That's.
I said, Chris, you don't do a podcast. He's like, yeah. He's like, this weekend, and I was like, that's a little early. Like, I don't know. I need some time to.
I go Calvin's bluff. I was like, let's go, boy.
I was like, yeah, let's do it. Fuck it. He's like, when Saturday, Sunday. I was like, let's do it on Sunday. Let's do it. And then we just did it, and then we're here. You know, we're 38 episodes in.
So I put my 2 weeks in twice at my old job. So it was right when COVID hit. And like they were doing all the temperature checks and stuff, masks and all that shit. I put my 2 weeks in, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna do this." And then 2 weeks came up. I was like, "No, it's okay." I was like, I was just kidding. Like, you know, I'll do it. I'll keep working. And I kept working, and I like worked for another month.
Hated it. Huh?
It wasn't that I hated it. It's just I was like, I know I could be much more than working for somebody else. And then it was just like. And I was like, oh, and I was like, you know what? Let's do it. And then I put in my 2 weeks again. They thought I was bluffing, and then the 2 weeks came. And I was like, cool, all right, guys. I gave them all my uniforms and everything, and like they were shocked. And everybody that leaves there always comes back. Like literally, if it's not a year, 2, 3, 4 years, they come back. That's just how it has been there, because people think it's always greener, but like that place pays you really good. But I'm like, no, you know what?
I got myself.
I got it, and then it worked out. And then so, like I was doing it out of my single car garage. The garage was probably about this, like this, maybe a little longer. Yeah, I was able to do it though. I made it work, and then I rented the other shop. And then the way I bought this other house, it just happened. I was on Facebook at like midnight. And I was looking, I seen the house. I was like, oh, that's a cool house. You know, they didn't show anything of the shop. I seen the backyard first. I was like, cool, that's nice. And I looked at everything. They redid the house. And the last 2 or 3 photos were the shop. As soon as I seen those two, I messaged Chris Reyes.
Oh shit!
Go, Chris.
Circle.
Shout out to podcast
So
16.
So I messaged Chris, and because he was working for the what's it called, the loan place.
Yeah.
So I was like, hey, how do I go? I know you because the realtor.
lender.
The lender. Yeah. So I was like, I know the realtor that shared it. He's a friend of mine too. But I was like, well, let me see. I'll go to Chris and we'll go to that. And I told him, how do I get this started? I just did my second year's taxes with my business, so I know I should be good now. And then we kind of got it pushing from there, and it was a whole long process.
Because you have to mix your work and your house and everything else.
Yeah.
But like it helps you out at the end.
So it's a crazy story. It gets me stressing even just thinking about it.
Let's hear about it, bro. You know what I mean? We're here.
So we put the house up, our old house up for sale, and that was when the market dropped. So we put it up for sale. We go under contract in the house that we're in. And so then we get to the point where we're finishing like the closing documents, but we haven't sold our house yet.
Oh, fuck.
So
That's stressful. as
So then
fuck.
I was like, we had to back out. And so we backed out, and then we're like, oh, well, like it wasn't meant to be. That's okay. We're not like, I was sad about it, you know?
You're just trying. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
it's okay. Like, it's okay.
Full swing,
We're
let's get
fine
this-
here. I still
Yeah.
have my shop. It's okay. But I was still I was like, oh, well, since we're in this process, let's look at another house. We actually put a bid on the house on the corner right there.
Right here?
The one with the shop.
Oh, dude, that was so nice.
That was sick.
I put
How
that.
much? 6
740.
something? Yeah,
740. So we put
Dude,
a
the
bid.
house is so fucking nice.
So we put
dude.
a bid at 740. Then the next day they're like, oh, well, another person gave a significant more amount. I'm like, I'm not playing this game.
Yeah.
Like, oh well. Later we found out it was only $5,000 more. We were approved for like $850. So we could have gave them more, but it's like, oh well.
Yeah.
So then we're like,
Wow,
oh,
dude.
that's a nice house. Yeah.
You could have put a lifts and
Epoxy.
everything now.
Yeah, I know. I know. I was excited about that.
That shop's so nice. It's like a fucking 20-foot tall shop.
Yeah.
So you can put anything in there.
Oh, I've seen that.
So
Yeah.
so that was the house. We put a bid on that. And then
They bought it for $720.
and we put 740.
The people who live in it now.
I think
bought
backed
it
out.
for- Fuck. Dude, that fucking, yeah.
You got more space though, right?
Yeah, it's okay. Like and that we got what
Everything
we want.
works out.
So it worked out. So in a
You
way
live
that
2
happened
minutes
for a
away.
reason.
So
Yeah,
we-
and that happened for a reason.
Exactly.
So like I can't be too mad about it.
Yeah,
You don't be
because
that motherfucker's neighbor. That's the reason right there. Chris
Yeah,
be bugging you all the time.
Hey!
I need a fucking rap over here.
During
boy. I need a rapper over here.
During summer, people are outside. They're like, "Hey, Chris!" Like, you know, it's like, where'd Chris go? He's fucking
I'm
talking to
always
the neighbor
fucking
for 20
busy,
minutes.
dude. I'm
Yeah.
fucking busy all the time.
So then we didn't get the bid on that house. So we're like, okay, whatever. The next day, our house goes under contract.
Oh.
And we're like,
So you gotta scrounge like.
so we're like, wait.
We got a house now.
So now we got to get a house.
Yeah.
So we're looking. Nothing's even remotely close to what we want, or it's all the way out, far away.
Motherfuck Egypt.
I was like, no way. So then I take it upon because I contacted the realtor. She wasn't getting back to me. That was like a whole different story. It was like horrible. I contacted.
I have a realtor if you ever want. Ever again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So I
She's the
contacted
best.
their realtor from that house personally.
Oh shit.
I was like, hey,
that's
because I was like, we need a house. Do they still want? Because they were gonna buy another house anyways.
So they needed you guys
So they-
to sell a
So
house.
I was like, hey, because I noticed it wasn't on the market. I was like, hey.
So you
did
guys they need to sell the house to get another house,
Yes.
and you guys needed to sell the house to get another
So
house.
I contacted them personally. I was like, hey, do they still want to sell it? Because our house is under contract. And the realtor was confused. I think our realtor told them we had the money already. So they were mad at first, the first couple days. They were like, oh, you lied to us. I'm like, no, I didn't. It
wasn't me. It was
wasn't
a
me.
realtor.
So they were mad. But then like 4 days go by and they closed on the other house. I get a call at like noon and they're like, hey, do you still want to buy the house? I'm like, yes, go. Let's keep going. We're already through it. Let's go. Let's get this going. So that's not even the most stressful part. So we get to it. We're like, okay, cool. They're like, okay, we'll put closing down and then they want 60 days to move out of their house. And I was like, cool, that's perfect. Just relay that to the buyers of our house. We want 60 days as well. We'll be all good. Then me and Esmeralda, we were working at our other shop. She was helping me tint some vehicles, and we get a call, and they were doing a final walkthrough on our house. The house was literally like stuff all over the place, like kids been through there, you know, in and out. Yeah. Like it wasn't ready for a walkthrough. And we're like, oh, we didn't expect a walkthrough, but like the doors were locked. They ended up getting in through the back door by themselves.
Sounds illegal.
Right? So they get back there, they do the walkthrough, and they're like, hey, we're kind of concerned. And we're like, well, what do you mean? They're all, well, nothing's packed. And we're like, well, yeah, I know. We still have 60 days. They're all, no, closing is on Friday.
Oh, my God.
No, I'm freaking out right now.
What day is this?
This is Monday.
Oh.
Dude, our hearts sank. Or it could have even been the Friday before, but it was within a week still.
That's still like a week to move out.
A week to move out of a house we've been in for 6 years. Had 2 different kids in. And yeah, like all my business stuff and like stuff, everything. Like everything's in there.
There's like this wrap all over the place.
So we had to move out of there, and luckily the people at our house now, they let us put our stuff. We had to put our stuff into storage for like a week. Then from there we had to move it, and we moved it into the shop I'm in, so we didn't have to pay for storage for the whole month. But we had to move it there. But the other part was we didn't have a place to live. So
for how long?
For 60 days.
Oh, fuck. Yeah. Oh, let me pee. I'll be back.
I'll let you go. I'll let you go so you can hear the rest of this.
That's stressful, man.
Our hearts sank. When we heard you have to be out in a week, we were like, I remember because she's like, has asthma. She's over here like freaking out. I'm over here like, oh, I'm freaking out.
You're freaking out too.
I'm getting out. So, yeah, that was like stressful. So then.
I gotta pee too.
Go ahead. Shit, I'm about to go. This is getting me excited right now.
Go ahead, boy. Go get it all done over with.
Shit, that's the part I need. I need a bathroom in my shop, too. It's plumbed for a bathroom. I just don't have any of that.
Why not?
I want to build the second level first, and then put the bathroom up there.
Dude, you need to find installation on Facebook, dude? I found some drunk fucking homeless guy fucking selling me all this shit up top for $60. Say less, dude. I love that shit up quick as fuck.
I'll do like 40.
I fought him down from fucking 85, dude. He's all, it's been outside for a while, I'm sorry, but I'll give you 60 for everything.
Leave it open.
Yeah. Ask Calvin, he helped me hang it.
What?
Oh, I got some wood up in here to put it up in here. I love when you do that. I do it all the time, and it doesn't make you laugh though.
We're at 218.
Just stare right into the fucking camera. I'm trying to be funny half the time.
You gonna make another one of those?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go, fool!
So here, I'll keep going with that. So, so we didn't have a place to live at. So like my parents, like, you know, my old room and all that stuff just had a bunch of like junk since nobody else lived there.
Did it turn into a workout room?
Yeah, exactly. Well, it did, but
whole bunch of fucking
bowling alley and shit. But so then like my brother, he has
no
like
more limited.
all his girls there. No more lit. Oh shit.
He's drunk as shit.
Yeah,
wait, will this be different?
Here,
This
you can feel mine on one.
Have a little wrap around, you know what I mean? A little wrap around.
This motherfucker's a wedge.
There's no more lemonade. I'm sorry, guys. I would have made it, but the brisk. We're fresh out.
I guess it's
Longmont Dairy. Hook us to the comment. Look, you'll take it. A little bit.
So yeah, we had no other place to go, and I was like, well, I'm already renting my shop. So I talked to a realtor. I was like, hey, it's kind of a weird question, but like it had an area, like the waiting area. I was like, we need it for like 60 days, and she was cool about it. We put our bed in there, you know, and it had like a bathroom and all that. We just take a shower at my nephew's apartment or my parents' house. It was being in
struggle.
the same room with 3 kids.
It's like
and
this
your
size.
girl
Like this
in
size.
this size, yeah. It brings you close, but a little too close.
Hey, get the fuck out of here! I'm trying to jerk off!
And it worked out. it worked out. It worked out. We only had like 2 instances where like my daughter unlocked the door and a customer walked in and seen just the like.
You guys naked?
No. No, I work naked. They're used to
want
that.
this shit, baby?
You're drying off.
But no, like I was in the shop working and like they're just watching TV or something like that. So that was like a couple times, but like they were cool about it.
Yeah. Like, we struggling, all right.
So
give me those fucking cars.
So that was like the most stressful thing.
You
but
saw
I
what
mean,
you
it
saw.
worked out.
Guess what? It's double now. All right.
They're like, we understand the price.
They all tip me like
Price is reasonable.
They tip me double.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean?
Oh man, let's try these, huh?
You got at least a splash.
That is what it was, a little splash. It's a drip.
That lemonade does make a big
good.
difference.
This shit fucking rough as fuck, boy.
Woo, that lemonade makes a bigger difference than
It's
you think
twisted
it would.
to whiskey.
There's no Arnold in there.
God, that
This
is
is Tiger
fucking-
Woods, dog.
This is motherfucking John Daly over here. That's all we drinking is John Daly's over here, fucking straight up whiskey.
I wasn't feeling that buzz till that. Let's drink it. Shit. I'm just kicking. I ain't got no lemonade.
Yeah, so you struggle harder before you make it, I guess.
Oh, spicy.
That's a cool story though, right? Like you're like, we used to live in this little corner of this little.
Now we got an acre and it's like boom.
Hell yeah, bro.
Good for your chickens, bro. That acre.
So that's what like she wants to get some. I was like, I don't
Let's
know
go.
though, cause like when we checked out the house, they had chickens and they were on top of cars though. I just don't want them to jump on top of customers' cars.
You need coop, bro.
Electric fence.
Not
Like
like
fucking
a,
hop out. Don't say that.
not actual coop, but like chicken coop.
Well, there's a little like they had a chicken coop built already back there, but they took the fence that kept them in. I'm like, at least leave the fence. I would have did left it.
Yeah. Come on, bro.
You haven't tried it before like that? Or what?
No, I just bought it, dude.
If the coop's far enough from the house,
It's,
or
yeah,
far enough from the cars, like they don't normally go too far from each other. Like they stick together.
It's so
The chickens stick together.
yeah, it's like
That's how mine are. Like they come out somewhere and they'll stay like
It's
within the yard. They don't
get
get
some
too
goats?
further.
I was weird looking. She sent me a little baby goat the other day, like the little ass ones. I was like, that'd be cool. Him doing flips off my German Shepherd and shit.
Those motherfuckers will get to the cars.
Yeah,
You gotta put shoes on
escape
them.
artists.
Little
shoes.
Oh, it's like little grips on it.
Little baby booties.
Yeah, little baby booties, bro.
Some wool booties.
Ooh, you know what I mean?
That'd be pretty cool.
You can wrap them, bro.
Have you seen that? Have you seen that video on TikTok when they're swinging the goat around? He's like, oh my god! I'll watch that all day. He's like, he's like terrified.
Yeah, dude. My phone's got all the content. I'm sorry, dude. My phone's got all the content. It's dead.
That shit, I'll watch it all day.
Comments over
And
here.
everybody's in the comments talking shit. You're terrifying him. I'm like, that's the funny part. What the fuck? I do that to my kids. I'll do it by their feet.
I scared the shit out of my son today. He's like, Dad, that was scary. I walk behind him on the stairs. He's all talking shit about me.
All fast.
He's all asking about me. I'm like, boo. Ah, Dad.
My favorite thing is like walking up on them all fast. You know what I mean? When I start to, you know what I mean? It's fucking.
You don't
in
know
the
you're
dark.
there?
In the dark.
In the dark. Fucking.
You're all in
Jason?
their room. They're all
That'd
in
be
their bed.
fucking a chameleon, bro. Just fucking go right in the wall, dude.
I got a Michael Myers mask. Legit one. Cold left at my house on Halloween.
Oh, let me have that.
Carter fucks around.
Melissa hates it.
I'm gonna do it next time those fools do DMT.
Just come out.
Just fucking looking at them. No thanks.
I got mushrooms. You guys want to do mushrooms? I'm just saying. I got some. Yeah, they're fun.
Those are
Believe me.
fun.
Believe me, I'm a scared guy too. Ask Calvin. I do half what everyone does.
This is lightweight.
Yeah, I'm a lightweight.
with drugs.
Anything that these guys do, I do half, and I'm just like on their level too. It's like, I'm wasted.
Everyone's like, what the fuck did Chris do? Did Chris do more? Like, no.
No, you just had
What we're drinking?
He had 3 Mentos.
It's ibuprofen and...
I can take ibuprofen.
He's all,
woo!
Really?
I would die. Yeah.
Well then.
You got thin blood or what?
No, ibuprofen. I'm fucking allergic to incense, bro.
Incense?
Incest?
Incense.
I hope
Everybody fucking tries to attack me on this. Incense. Alright? Not incest.
Incels.
Incense.
You know incels?
So the ones that burn?
No.
You guys know incels?
It's a fucking, like, I can't take ibuprofen. I can't take, like, Advil.
Tylenol?
Nope, I didn't fucking... Tylenol.
I was gonna say Tylenol.
Tylenol's the only thing I can...
Acetaminophen?
Acetaminophen.
No, that's not the...
That's legit.
Acetaminophen. Good God! He said acetaminophen.
Hey, he sounded good.
I thought he was right.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, bro.
There you go, just like that. Fuck, where's this baby going at?
Fuck. This is a good podcast, you know. Maybe let's get some of this fucking...
Alright, I'll do at least half.
Hold on, no, we gotta finish it off.
Finish
Finish
it
it
off?
off.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
Finish
No,
it off.
Calvin. Stop being a
If
bitch.
you hit 120,
You don't have to
then we
finish
don't
it.
have to finish it off.
No.
Squeeze it.
Okay, 118.
118? Calvin, close your eyes and squeeze that motherfucker like it's your dick. Fucking 125! He doesn't want to finish this.
That's a record! That's a record!
That's a record.
Do you remember when I said that when Doug ate the thing? Doug like,
No, he didn't eat it. He took the cap
he
off.
didn't eat it.
Because that was wild. He fucking just bit it and fucking took the top off
Like
the
a can
fucking
opener.
beer can.
Wait,
He goes,
what?
Record time. Record time.
Doug's got it off. He used to be able to like
Like,
probably
bite
still
it.
can, but he just
He
bites
busts
the
the
top
can
off.
and then just fucking...
Just bite the top off instead of opening it and just chug it. It's a cool party trick.
Yeah, bro, we were rowdy.
I'm about to try it.
Fuck no.
You say you don't like beer, bro? I don't even like beer.
Come on, how do you even do it?
Just like bite it once.
Where?
You have to cut through the can.
Right there?
Under the, like in the
Anywhere
lip, on
through
the
the
lip,
can, yeah.
right there, like on
And
the
then
lip.
just drag your fucking...
Oh, I want dentures anyway.
Well,
so,
let's find the,
I don't know.
we need to find that video.
What? Oh, yeah.
Somebody had it.
We need to find the picture of you taking a shit while
I
I
know.
was taking a piss.
Josh sent it. Josh has it.
I know.
Josh has it somewhere.
Make
When
some
he's on the
shirts,
when he
bro.
comes on the podcast, we'll post it.
Make some shirts, bro. Yeah.
There's like it's a video of Josh is like walking down an alley downtown. And he's all, boys night 2020 something bitches, and he turns and I'm on top of a trash can pretending I'm shitting. It's like a dumpster, like a big ass dumpster, and I'm pretending I'm shitting like this, and then Chris turns his head back. Chris is peeing next to me.
I'm
Chris
literally...
is like this. We want to put that on a shirt where I'm on top of the dumpster, and then Chris is like right next to
Put
me, like, looking back.
explicit, you know what I mean?
Give me the exact picture. I'll print it out.
Oh, yeah,
That'll be our first album cover.
First merch.
Your
First merch
what's it
throw out,
called? The
First release, bro.
Or I guess some talked about a business proposition
Ooh, let's hear
after
it.
this.
Ooh, after this?
Yeah.
Off camera?
Yeah, I can't go.
Oh, I can't wait. So excited.
It's too. I'm like one roll too high here. I'm
Why you
looking
going
like a
fucking
fucking
quiet,
elf.
bro? Your
trying to find that stupid baby goat. The fucking. I want to see that baby goat now.
Alright, Steven.
Yo.
We have about the same.
Okay. I'm done.
I'm in.
Ooh.
Alright.
I'm be fucked up.
Told the horse we never fucked.
Oh, I've never heard you say that one.
That shit rough as fuck. God damn. You alright there, bro?
Hey, what the
You're
fuck?
the killer,
You still
bitch.
got the cup.
Oh,
Steven killed his.
I know. You didn't kill yours either, Kevin.
Obviously, I wouldn't. What about you? You have Stone Cold in your fucking shirt, bitch.
That mean you
I heard a
you
beer.
can't spill it either.
Austin 316, bitch.
Ooh, someone hit me.
My son's gotten into like WWE recently,
Yeah?
and I'm like super stoked. Like he likes Rey Mysterio and stuff. He's like, Dad, what's his name? Mysterio. What's his name, Dad?
He
I'm like,
retired.
Rey Mysterio. No,
retired shit?
He's still 619ing motherfuckers. His son. Carter's into it. He watched. I put on WrestleMania.
Yes,
I subscribed. Peacock just for WrestleMania.
Come on, bro.
The lemonade helps.
Come on.
So
It did make a big difference.
I was like,
didn't
girl,
expect
this is
that.
nasty.
Fucking baby goat. I'm gonna keep thinking of that shit.
I don't think I've ever drank with you. This is a. I didn't know you had it in you, to be honest.
No,
Just kidding.
I ain't no lightweight, bro. How do you think I get through these business days?
So I don't drink
I
beer. So I don't drink beer. Anything fun. All I want is my cards and Smirnoff.
I didn't say that. I said.
Look at the Texas area. Look at the Texas area.
Damn, you got me.
He's all like, my cards limited.
Cause I didn't want to like pressure you guys.
No, whatever you like, boy.
You like some fancy shit.
Just bring the light shit.
Yeah. You like beer, bro? That's so crazy.
I just don't like the taste.
I love it.
You like the taste?
Oh.
Like you could say you honestly love the taste?
I like Oreos and having a beer after Oreo. Double stuffed.
Do you dip them?
Hold up.
If I
Last
dip it in beer-
podcast, you said you've never had an Oreo. You always have the cheap Safeway ones.
I never said that.
You said that on a fucking podcast.
That's the lie.
Clip is gonna come in.
That's a lie, because I only get double stuffed up in here.
I know you get double
That's
stuffed.
too much cream for me.
What?
Too much for me.
That's how you know you pour.
Chris would never
My
say
girl
that.
likes
He's
double
one
stuffed.
of the cookies. He's one of the cookie.
Chris only
That's
gets
how you know
double.
you pour. You know what I mean? I want the cookies and the cream.
No, double stuff's too much. It's too sweet.
I get mega stuff too sometimes. Too. Just
There's
like,
a mega stuff?
Oh, boy.
That's too much for me, but I'm a double stuff guy. For sure.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a dunker. Get that milk in
I
there.
don't do that.
Nah.
I eat like
I don't
four-
like milk.
I eat like 4 Oreos and then have a
Milk?
cold beer afterwards.
Oreos soaked in milk, bro. It's different.
Breast milk?
No.
Ooh,
Calm
I think
down,
I have
bro. What about those fucking
Don't
little what about the little elves?
Chunky milk.
Chuckle.
Chunky milk.
Chunky
It's not
milk,
chunky.
you cochino.
You say chunky?
Chunky milk.
Chunky.
Chunky milk. What about the little Keebler owls, bro?
The what?
The Keebler owls.
That sounds too expensive.
White on
for
the
me.
outside, brown on the inside, bro. You're nothing you ever had before in your entire
Nah,
life.
it sounds like
you
the
soaked those
suburbs.
motherfuckers in fucking milk.
You know what that is?
Guess what?
They burned down the tree, didn't they? The
Yeah,
speakers?
they're a little bit anti-Semitic. You know what I mean?
Yep, nope. Damn, where's that fucking baby goat?
Gas those trees
I'm
out.
still looking for that shit.
Oh fuck, this fucking whiskey. That shit's strong, dude.
This is me a
God
wild.
damn.
This is me a wild
I-
podcast. I know.
The lemonade
okay.
helps out.
It
tremendous.
did, yeah, I was surprised.
I was like,
this
this shit's good as fuck, and I tried
Like I
it
thought,
myself.
like the smell of it smells just like
Yeah.
a regular fucking
Yeah.
like.
But I tried it by myself. I was like, God
Yeah.
damn, this motherfucking nasty, dude.
I didn't even know they had this shit.
Neither did I. Till the fucking guy at
That's
fucking
dope.
Daveco
That is
fucking
pretty
damn
cool.
near sold his body to it. He's like, dude, if you don't like this, I will fucking literally
Daveco?
suck your dick tomorrow. I was like, dude, alright, I'll buy it. Fuck, calm down, dude. Like, fuck.
I feel like
You
that's
was-
Going back tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. 'Cause I don't like that shit, dude. I'll get my dick sucked. You know what I mean?
we're
Just
trying
like
like
that, I
this.
saved
We're trying this.
150 bucks.
Actually, this was trash. You owe me a BJ.
Where's Arthur? This motherfucker owes me a fucking BJ. This shit nasty as fuck.
Arthur.
Me and Calvin don't even think each other is funny anymore. Look at him. This guy over here fucking just sitting by himself
You're
with his
used to
thoughts.
each other's humor.
He's over here in his thoughts.
Thinking about a
fucking-
comeback. Just thinking about a comeback. Focused. No, I was thinking I've never seen Chris not finish his drink.
Calvin, you have way more than me.
Yeah, this happens every episode
Both of
though.
you.
This happens all the time though.
Hey,
You normally chug yours. That was a good.
He lives 2 minutes away. I'm just saying. Consent.
I'm walking. Oh, my kids come pick me up in their car wheels.
You just shove your legs.
Oh,
Puta!
now you guys done that.
That's.
I knew it was bad
camera.
luck. I knew it was bad luck, dude.
My son will want to go to the park on like his Power Wheels, and then I'm fucking carrying that motherfucker home the whole way. I'm like, dude, get your fucking car.
Get the remote control
Get
one.
a new battery,
I
bro.
know, we need to.
Calvin's over
An
here
extra
sucking
battery?
his-
need
What's
one.
going on?
I could wire
It just
one
keeps
for
going.
you.
What's going on?
Get your laptop out of the way. That's the first thing you need to do. You motherfuckers just letting it drown.
Yeah, why is there an angle in this fucking shed? Chris, it should be flat.
Oh my god, those are amazing. Fucking.
My bad. This is a little much.
That's Calvin.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you need, it's a little too wet.
It's a hologram, bro. That's fucking nice.
That is pretty
bro.
cool. How much you pay for these?
pay like $40 for like 50, 60 of them.
We need to have 50. I bet she does stickers.
You make them cheaper or what?
Can you wrap those?
You can make them
But it's hard, like, because it's hologram and then they're clear coat on top of it. So
Yo, get us a sign. A House of Wrapz sign. We'll throw it on here.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, no
We need a
jack.
spot.
I'll make you
like
one.
over here
I'll make you one. I can make a banner for you guys.
I don't want a banner, bro. That's a little like.
No, like for you
banner.
guys.
Like,
No, for you guys.
Hobbies.
And then I'll make me
Poster,
one.
bro.
I have on the girls softball team, on the
We
girls
have a
softball
post-
field,
hey.
and the baseball field. I have my logo. It's
Oh,
all,
really?
All big, yeah.
Hey, bro.
If you pass by Fort Lupton High School, you'll see it.
I'll look
We
for
have
next
a
time.
logo, bro.
Damn, that's blurry as fuck.
Yeah, that's me, Calvin, back in 2018,
But
bro.
why is it so
No, no.
Because that's what
No.
the best
Send
picture
it
we
to me, I'll
had.
make you a better one.
No.
That's 2015, bro.
Yeah.
That says 15. That's
I'm
it.
gonna throw my.
That's
little
off of
face in
iPhone
the
9.
corner.
You can throw
Okay.
whatever you want on it, bro.
Okay.
We
I'll
really
make
need
you
one, like, right
I
where
made
your head
this.
is.
No, I have like
I made this
300
by
feet of
myself.
banner material, just whatever you guys need.
I made this by myself. The whole thing. That's nice. It's pretty nice. You know this. Don't fucking act like a fucking nice.
I'll lie, I gotta smell it. To make sure it's real.
Smells like a three.
No, the funny part is,
three color.
so people
$45.
No, so people will show up and they'd be like, "Oh, I don't know what material they wrapped with," and I rip a piece off and I'm like, "That's fucking 3M."
You stupid boy.
No, the funny part is I'm
believe you.
right. No.
Nah,
I'll be
you're
like,
not.
okay, come here. I tell them, I'm like, here, come here, so you know I'm not. I'm
I'm
not lying.
on a car, and they're gonna wrap it in that car.
No,
All my
I tell them,
sperms.
I'm like, here,
And
so
he
you know
be
I'm
smelling,
not
he's like, yeah,
lying.
this is fucking.
I take them over to the 3M material, Avery, like all the other brands. I was like, here, smell them all. And the one that I told them, I was like, here, it's 3M. I was like, here, or say it's this brand. Smell it. It's the glues smell different. It's
You have a
funny to
problem.
say,
You have a
Yeah,
problem,
yeah.
bro.
but it's true.
You have a problem.
It's okay.
Well, when you deal with it all day long, right? You
Yeah.
You know the
It
smell,
smells like,
the touch.
It smells like a
Like some are super sticky. Like when you stick on a table, say something on this table, it could lift this table. That's
Oh,
how
shit.
sticky it is. Some is like you could just move it and it won't do nothing.
Some are cum.
Yeah.
So how
The Steve brand, yeah.
Your choice.
so what's your favorite material to work with or favorite brand?
Avery. No matter, no like.
Avery?
It's stickier or why?
No, it's in the middle. It's still sticky, but it's not too bad to where like say somebody has body work and it doesn't have the best like paint job. If you choose one that's too sticky, it'll peel that right off
Kill
the
the
bat.
fucking Bondo, everything off.
Yeah, exactly. But this one's in between. It'll work for no matter what. And then like stretching it, it'll work good. It looks good still. Like it's like my go-to. 3M's okay, but 3M people ask for just because it's a household name.
yeah,
People
listen.
know what it is. They only ask for it because that's what they know. But that's not the best. That's actually like the
This is
fourth
borderline.
best.
This is
It's like the fourth
it's
best.
a
There's like
borderline,
3
yeah.
others that are better than that.
So how many types you have? You have like 3 or 4 in your shop?
So there's 3M, Avery, KPMF, Hexus,
In your shop?
Yeah, KK Vinyl. Then you have Tech Wrap. Then you have APA. There's Flexi Shield. So there's 8 total.
What's the top tier?
Top tier is Flexi Shield because it's like 3 times as thick.
And no orange peel.
No orange peel. It looks like paint. Like literally, you can't tell.
Orange
what's
peel.
orange peel?
Orange
It's
peel
like,
looks
it looks
wavy.
like orange. It looks like an orange. Like, you know
when you look at an orange, it looks wavy, like the color of it. It's
like
hard to
orange
explain.
peel, like it's just
Fuck,
fucking,
where's my phone?
it's orange
I
peel,
got
like
you.
I like this. I have no other
It's
way
hard to
explain
explain, yeah.
it. So you know the outside of an orange,
Yeah.
how it looks kind of like wavy and bumpy and everything else. No orange peel. Orange peels are like
No dimples or anything like
Yeah,
that, right?
it's
So that's
nothing.
orange peel.
How close are you?
That's clear.
Okay.
Look at the difference.
Oh
So-
wow, that's crazy.
So that's 3M. That's a really good brand to people, but that's Flexi Shield. That's
Oh,
look, you can
shit.
read the picture. That one.
That's wild.
So
You should send that to me.
I will
Throw it
say.
on the clip.
So it's like, so something like that is so much clearer. It's 3 times as thick, so it protects your paint. Not necessarily just makes it look good, but people can't tell that it's a wrap.
It lays on nice and
People can't tell it's a wrap. They think it's paint because it's so clear. It actually, the nice part about that is, if you take a wire brush to it and put it out in the sun, the scratches go away.
Oh shit.
So it's actually better than paint, but people don't know that because it's still so new. It's only a couple years old.
So more expensive than paint?
No.
No. It's still cheaper than paint.
But just better.
Paint
just
is so
better.
hard. Paint is. You spray it, you sand it, wet sand it.
Mm-hmm.
You spray it again, and then
polish it
you
out.
might have the best. You might have the best.
You might.
So is like Avery easier to work with?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a
Avery
fucking-
is more.
You lay it
my
out one
favorite
time and
because
that's it. It's
easier.
done.
But it doesn't look the best.
Okay.
So necessarily, it still looks good, but it still doesn't look the shiniest or like it's just easier for me to work with.
Okay.
Because it stretches, it's super thin.
It's more pliable.
Yeah, exactly. You have to like one of these days, just swing by and I can show you like different like
Wrap
whatever.
your ass, bro.
That'd be
Like
cool.
literally, like you could like I like to show people this shit because it's like something I work with and people don't understand it, but when I work with it, like there's you'll understand.
Bro, we'll come this weekend. 2 guys, 1 shed on site.
Dude, tomorrow
We
I'm
coming?
having the fights at my house. Come
Oh, yeah?
by.
You coming?
Come by. 2 minutes by.
In the shed?
In the
You
shed.
don't
In
got
the
a
shop.
shed in the shop?
The shop. No, I was thinking about having the projector on the shop, but it's gonna be cold tomorrow. That's what sucks.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, that'd be fucking kind of cool.
It would be cool.
I
That's what I
need one of
wanted
those,
to do.
bro, dude.
No, I have the one that
You have the
blows,
big one?
The big one.
Oh, you blows?
Why are you being all perverted right now, Chris? Anything someone says.
Weird. Steven's like,
What?
That's the fucking
Cause it blows.
the chingon one. You know what I mean?
What happened? Shaker, you moved this?
I didn't move nothing.
You moved it. You
It was focused on-
fucking
it was
moved this,
focused
Chris,
on
huh?
me.
When you looked, you moved it. Because you haven't been in it in at least 35 minutes.
Yeah, I know.
That's just for picture, though,
But,
because
like-
that audio is shit.
So like, every material matters. Like when I first started tinting, it was cheap ass material. Like the more expensive stuff is actually easier to work with. So yeah, you're paying more money.
But you
But
get the best quality.
You get the best quality. Like if you like ruffle a piece of cheap tint, it sounds like
It sounds like
like
foil.
paper,
Like foil.
like foil.
Foil.
But if you get expensive tint, it sounds like not cardboard, but like really thick paper, like I don't know. It's hard to
Like
explain.
a piece of like
I
drawing
know.
paper or
But it's
something that's like
thicker,
thicker and
yes.
you can like.
But
you
so
can feel
like
the difference.
you don't crease it.
It's
as
construction
easy.
paper.
Yeah, like that. Yeah,
I'm
that's
sorry.
the difference.
Like,
So
you
it's
know what I
like
mean?
people don't realize
You guys
that.
over here fucking trying
So-
to back me out a bit.
So do you have like? Is it gloss?
Gloss, satin,
Everything
and matte.
for every? Do you have something for every brand, or is it like
No,
different brands do different
so
things?
I have like 1,000 colors in books. Like you know when you go to Home Depot and you look at
Yeah.
the paints,
Mhm.
it's just like that in like
What?
little books. I don't have
Your
it on
house.
hand. I have like black, white, like basic colors on hand.
That shit sounds sus as fuck.
What?
Having all those colors.
I'm not biased. I like all colors. Mainly black because that's what people get. But
Is it?
so like I keep black on hand
joking
because
with you.
people get their roofs or their hoods or their
Okay,
spoilers
that makes
black.
sense. Yeah.
You know, but like and like white, I keep that on hand too because I do Le Schwab accounts. So you know how like their trucks, the top half is white.
So I got a first gen. Let's fucking do
So-
the rap live.
Let's do it.
Let's do it
I'll
live.
look it up.
I'll
Yeah, I
live.
told you. 2 guys, 1 shed on fucking site.
In the
It'd be
shop.
fun. But
Take it to my house. For garage.
No, we'll
We
carry
good.
the truck to the house. And to my house is like a mile away. Not even a mile.
real quick though, how do you get those commercial accounts? Like how do you get in with those? Is it something like you worked to get, or
So-
you did it work for somebody?
So, like, I just got that question asked by another wrap shop. Hey, help me get these, like, those kind of customers. 2 of them were literally, like, luck. So, the Le Schwab account was my brother's neighbor worked for Le Schwab. They needed their trucks rewrapped. Luckily, I wrap. Cool. I rewrapped, like, 7 trucks for them. And I rewrapped, you know, it's nice.
What, you throwing those like logos and
That's
stuff?
easy. No.
Logos
it's easy
and
money.
the top of their cab, like from the window up, is white.
Okay.
So that's all it is. It's simple. And then the big O tires, I got lucky because I work with this trade account, and they got me the company because, like they could pay through trade. It's not necessarily cash. but like I get paid in cash, but I can only use the trade through like other accounts in that trade, which is still fine because that could pay me like 10 grand, and even though it's not cash in my wallet, it's cash I could use in other accounts. So I got a hot tub, not necessarily for free.
Can I get a hot tub?
Not necessarily for free, but I paid in trade.
What do you mean other accounts? Like you just get like they just give you like.
So say you know when you get a card for like say like the basketball team is selling what's it called when fundraisers.
Yeah.
That card has all those companies on it. So basically that company gets me the jobs to all these other small companies or whatever, and they pay in trade. But trade, you can charge double your normal price because they're paying not necessarily in cash.
Yeah.
So I got this carpet company. I did 3 vans for them. That was 25 grand.
Oh shit.
So that 25 grand I had in that account. I didn't necessarily have it in cash in my wallet, but I bought a hot tub with it. Yeah. I bought my flooring.
Can I get a hot tub?
My flooring for my shop was 14 grand.
Ooh. Damn.
But
Jesus Christ,
what is that? Epoxy or
yeah, it's not epoxy. It's called poly like something.
Called epoxy.
But it's like flexes. But
it's like next level up.
It's expensive, but it's like okay when you walk into a shop, you look at what you're walking into. If it's clean and it looks good, you're gonna pay top dollar. If it's just concrete or if it's not top down, but if it's plywood,
over here, greasy motherfucker.
Even concrete though, like even concrete and then to like epoxy or something like that.
People are gonna be like, that's so.
This
so sometimes looks does matter.
It's fucked up, huh? How like looks.
It's stupid. People so think my walls aren't finished in my shop, and that bugs the hell out of me. But it's like 40 grand to finish all my walls and my ceiling. So I'm like, that could get me higher end customers, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't have 40 grand to pay somebody to do my walls. Yeah. So it's like, at least I got my floors done, and that looks 10 times better. And I got all my lights done, another 10 times better. So
you should do the wall that you take pics on.
So what like I'm gonna so I had a designer do my wall that like where I tint at. I'm gonna make banners that are the length of the wall, 40 feet long, and 20 foot high.
Shit, that's
so I'm gonna piece them together. So I just gotta do that. Yeah. But it's a mural. Watch, I'll show you the mural he made. It looks pretty cool.
Like is the mural on the pieces? You just put those pieces together?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I put the pieces together like a puzzle.
Put them on TV.
Let's see.
I'm sorry.
Put them on TV. Are you watching this fight tomorrow or what?
Yeah. You guys can go more.
Davis and Garcia?
Yeah.
Who do you got?
I got Garcia.
Why?
This is Mexican. No. I don't care. Like, no, literally, I'll go against Canelo every day. Just because everybody wants Canelo. Like, ginger. I want usually the underdog of anybody.
Yeah. My grandpa is Mexican. Well, not Mexican. You know, he's American, but he's Mexican.
Yeah.
But he's Tejano, you know.
Yeah.
He's from Texas. But it's all like you just go for the Mexican fighter. Like I even in my bones, like since I was a kid, like I just can't help myself. Like he has my last name. That's my way
I always go.
Tank's badass, but I just I feel like Ryan Garcia can do it.
Me in my head, like even in soccer, because most of my friends on Facebook go for Mexico.
Right.
I go for the opposite team.
Oh shit! Just a dick.
Just be a dick. I don't mean to be. No, I do mean
to be a dick.
But like I don't know. You live. Fuck, I hate to say this on this, but it's like you live here. Like, why do you go for somebody else?
No, I feel you. Like the way I see it is like people who go for like root for Mexico versus USA. You know, it's kind of like.
But you live here. Like, if you moved here or if you're born here. Like, I don't want to make it like a whole thing. Like, I don't hate on you or anything like that. But if you're born here, go for your roots. I mean, some people think their roots are Mexico, but your roots are technically, to me, here.
Good. To me, the thing is too, like a lot of like people who
bro.
A lot of people say like I'm Mexican or whatever.
Finish that.
But your people have been here forever, you know, like. Like you're just Mexican because you look Mexican, but like you've been here for how long?
And that's
4,
how
5,
I feel.
6,
That's
7,
how I feel.
8 generations. You know?
How you
That's
feel
I
about that? So this is the design for my wall.
That's sick.
And then inside are my work and then my
Oh,
son.
that's sick, bro.
And my other son.
I like that.
So here's my design for the wall. So when I take pictures, see how there's like pictures of my
That should
work?
be your Facebook, like your cover photo.
My other son, so my oldest son, he knows how to tint. Small windows, not
Still
necessarily.
though, that's cool for him.
Yes.
He's only, what, how
So
old is he, 10?
so this past summer he made like $800 for a 10. Or he was 9 at the time.
Say less, dude.
So I pay him $15 for like a brow on the windshield, or like $10 for the small windows.
He does well.
And he does well. Like, I make sure it looks clean. If it doesn't look clean, he rips it off and redoes it again. So, literally every tip that I get goes to him. So, if you come to me for a tint and he tints it during the summer, the tips go to him. He made $800 this past summer.
Dude,
I'm trying to teach him something that if he wants to go through with it, that's cool. If he wants to do something else, that's fine. But he has something to fall back on. And it's decent money. $800 for a summer for a 9-year-old.
Summer? Not even a summer. It's fucking...
That's
3 weeks.
Literally, technically, he only worked like 2 days a week to make that. Because, like, Saturdays, I would get 12 cars to tint. And he would tint like 5 of them with me. And I bought him this little, or not bought him, but like a little credit card. And I'd transfer money over to him. And he earns rewards. So every tip that comes to me actually goes to him during the summer.
That's dope.
So, I mean, he spends it on some stupid stuff.
Yeah.
But he'll learn.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to learn, like, what to spend their money on and what this. But when you're that young, you can't tell them, like, save your money. Because I never did. I used to walk around. I used to trade my brother. I used to have $100. I'd trade him because he'd always have ones. I don't know why. But he always had ones. I would trade him, and I'd walk around in like 3rd grade with ones. And one time I remember losing it at recess.
Oh no!
Somewhere.
No.
Yeah. God.
Was that in Butler?
Yeah.
Dude, I remember that shit. Like someone lost money. I remember that. How much money you have in your pocket? $100?
It was like 120 bucks.
I remember that in fucking Butler,
ones.
bro. 3rd grade. 3rd grade.
Yeah. It was like this big of a wad.
They announced it.
Yeah.
Mr. Lopez, you're supposed to be here. Counselor trying to find buried treasure.
I became a pothead at 25, but I had the best memory in the fucking world, bro. Best memory in the world.
Dude.
Maybe I was like 20.
So it's like the funny part is so my son. So you know those drinks Prime?
Yeah, Primes. Logan Paul.
So my son like started loving it, like all flavors. Well, now I recently found out why a couple days ago. He was buying them, and then he earned money.
Don't tell me.
He earned money from me. He'd buy them and he'd sell them at school.
Oh, I knew it.
I can't be mad because he's earning money, but at the same time they banned him because they found out.
What?
He sold a bottle for $20.
Ooh.
Hustling.
Good man.
Hustling.
Good man.
I love it, dude.
So
I love to hear that.
I can't be mad, but at the same time, after we told him not to, he still did it. So that's
Then
when
you
you got to
have to
step
be mad,
in. Yes. So yes, but
Like,
at
hey,
the
you get
same
in trouble
time,
for
you're
this?
hustling. I get it, but
You gotta listen.
when we say no and the school says no, gotta stop.
He's in the black market, bro.
I was like, dude, I'll make you an eBay account if you want. Shit.
Dude, I thought about it. I was like, Prime? Right now, it's like you buy one for $3, you sell it for 20. It's a fucking deal.
Dude.
I saw it was like 2 on Amazon. It was like 2 for fucking like $15.
Yeah.
I was like, this is crazy,
Dude. And the 7-Eleven here in town on Brighton has every flavor.
Ooh.
So he literally, as soon as he seen that, he's like, boop, 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 boop. He's like, Dad, can you spot me to 15?
Oh shit.
He said, spot me. He said, spot me
He's
at 10.
Yeah.
I was like, you said spot me? I was like, all right, I got you. And then, like,
And then he tried to spot me.
That's cool though, right? Like we're all from Lupton, you know. Like,
Gang.
I don't know how you grew up, you know, but I think the hardest part is like, as you do, not necessarily better than your parents, but you're just
No, so
you're just at your kids are at a different place than when you were at a kid. You know, like I feel like my son at 4 and 5 is.
Mama Shaffer over here fucking be pissed at me.
My mom,
how it turned out.
Me at 4 and 5 is like leaps and bounds. Like my son at 4 and 5 is like completely different. You know, so I think a hard part is being a parent is trying to keep your kid like still be like not spoiled. I feel like I was spoiled. It's like, so it's hard not spoiling my son. I think it's a point is like trying to keep your kid grounded and keep that like hustler's mentality because I think that's the most important thing. Like you get them like hungry, you know? Like, and you get them hungry.
I feel like I'm almost there.
And he's like, but everything you do for him, like he's doing Tint or he's like making some money for himself. Like he feels like it grows, like it's confidence, right? Yeah. He's like, I'm good at this
because
I can be good at something else, right?
He's very self-conscious. Like he thinks like he's not good at things, but when he is, he's like, cool, I'm good at that.
Like, I got this.
Yeah, that's the key is getting them set to learning that because then they feel like once they pay attention to stuff, they can learn everything else.
And I think that's like confidence. Like you build that confidence, and it just
because us as kids was way different too.
Yeah.
Like, what's it called? I remember the Family Dollar being left unlocked.
Oh shit!
As a kid,
I don't remember that. You guys were some delinquents in that fucking grade below us.
So I don't know if you should put this on there, but me and a couple other friends. I'm gonna say
just say a couple others.
But it was unlocked. I don't know if the person quit for the day or they left it unlocked. But we went in there. We didn't steal no money. We didn't care about money. We cared about snacks, monsters. Monsters were at the time. We literally stacked a couple duffel bags and went home. That was really it. And it was.
I feel like you're probably with one of my cousins.
Who knows? But it's like, you know, every generation is different. Like our kids aren't going to be that way. Like it's hard to like let our kids ride their bikes and do what we did. Cause at 10, I know I was riding across town and doing all this other stuff. But like doing it now, I don't know.
Yeah, it's a little different, right? We didn't have phones. Like
I didn't have a phone until I was like 14, 15.
Yeah. You're right, Shakker? You're right, Shakker?
I have a phone at fucking 14. Yeah, right. Had cricket.
I got my
first. I got fucking service, dude.
I got a Nokia at 13.
13.
I was like 13 with a
I was 14 with like a flip phone that my dad had as his company phone.
Oh shoot!
And I got to use it and take it over. And I've been with Verizon. So the nice part is I've been through. They made my own account, so I've been through Verizon since 2006.
Oh shoot!
As my own person, my own name. So like I'm like grandfathered into all this other shit.
Even
shit. Though
that's cool.
So that's the nice part about it. But yeah. I remember I had a flip phone. Everybody, like, people had, like, Blackberries, iPhones, and all this. I had a flip phone, and I was texting under my table. I was like, at least I could text like this. And know what I was saying.
Just, like, hit the button? Yeah. That was good. The 2-9?
Yeah.
I remember, fuck, I don't remember no more. It's been too many drinks.
Ass.
I don't remember no more. Ass?
Yeah. I feel it.
That last drink get to you or what, Shakker?
Oh, I feel fucking the vibe, bro. You give me that.
You need to wrap around.
I'm out to wrap around.
You sound like that TikTok you made of that fucking drunk fucking old man.
Wrap.
That's what you sound like right now.
You
good? You better wake your ass up. Where's the nicotine? Shakker, where's the nicotine? We're doing 3 hours right now. This is the longest podcast you want to leave? You're ever done. You're not leaving until we get to 3 hours.
Where we at?
2:58. Yo, boy, we're right there. Shit. This really is, I think, our longest one because it's gonna be 3+ because we had like 20 minutes before.
That's what's up.
Who's our longest one besides this? Brandon?
No.
Brandon pushed like 2:30. It was like our 6th fucking episode. Like
I said, I'll talk all day. What's up?
It's just gonna be me and you. I want to turn the cam.
Bro.
Shakker, you're gonna have to go lay on the other couch.
The what?
The other couch over there. We're gonna kick you out.
Guys, a couch.
So where do you live off of?
Literally, like
What
2
road is
minutes.
that? It's like
it's County Road 2.
A road. This how.
And so
Adams or
like,
is it Weld?
It's
County?
Weld,
Oh.
because it's on that side. So like this is 19th, the one you like leave out of right here.
Yeah.
So if you go like east, like 1 block, like right after like the stream, there's like a little bridge in the stream. It's right there on our dirt road.
That's cool, man. How do you like it?
It's
Is
cool.
it cool being in your own spot? Like
Yeah,
own
it's
area,
quiet. It's like if you. It's like this, like
what?
outside,
What?
like that.
Just jerk off.
That
So
too.
weird.
I haven't done it outside yet.
On his
but-
acre.
1 acre.
Yeah. That's your penis. That's a weird thing.
There's a dude at Best that's like, hey, look at that!
There's cows on the other side. My kids love it though.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
there's 3 calves that were born.
Oh, wow.
This
My
is,
kids
the
today.
second
That was the
calf,
first time
and-
she's seen them really close. She's like, "There's baby cows," and they run. And it's funny because they look at them and they go, and they get excited, and then they run away. The little calves. Like I've never seen that either.
The calves do?
Yeah.
Oh,
and then my
okay.
dog, he's a 9-month-old German Shepherd. He barks at him, and they look at him, and then they go like this, and they're like,
I'm sorry, bro, but
Dude,
you be fucking.
One time, me and my dog, I got a husky, right? So we run to the cemetery in Fort Lupton.
Yeah.
Back when we still live in town.
Yeah.
So we're running, and he's a pretty good dog. Like, he's unlike any other husky. Like, they say huskies, if
Are,
you let him
like,
off leash,
loud.
they're
Oh.
gone. Like, he's loud as fuck. But they say you let him off leash, they're gone. Like, he's a good listener. I let him off leash, we'll run next to each other on the dirt roads in Lupton and shit. Even in the, like, we'd go by the rec center, in the grass,
yeah,
on the track, I just let him run off leash, and if I need to, I just pick it up, like,
Yeah.
he's fine. But we go there, he sees the fucking cows, bro, and he just, like, something
He's
different.
like, fuck no.
He gets into the fucking, I don't know how he gets through the barbed wire, the fucking electric, I don't know if it was on or not, I didn't touch it, I was like, I ain't fucking touching
Yeah,
that shit.
he does
But he gets through it, I have to go all the way around through a gate. He's like chasing these cows, bro. These cows are running. I'm chasing my dog through mud and cow shit. Just running in running shoes and shorts. Running. And the farmer comes out.
Sorry.
He's like, I'm gonna shoot him! I'm gonna shoot him! I'm like, don't shoot! I'm running. I'm like, I gotta catch him. I'm like running my ass off in mud, like trying to catch my dog. And the farmer's like, maybe like 50 yards away. Like he's a decent amount away, but I'm still scared as shit. I'm like running, trying to catch my dog, yelling, don't shoot! I get to my dog, and the cows just start to, like, circle us. There's like 20, 30 cows, and they just start circling us. And I'm like, oh, fuck. And I, like, grab my dog, and as I turn, the cows just start moving towards us. And every time I turn my head, the cows they start hustling. I'm like, get back! Like, I'm yelling at them. I'm yelling at the farmer. I'm like, get your cows back. Like, what the fuck, bro? And my husky,
your cows.
my husky isn't like, he's not like a little, like, 60-pound husky. He's a fucking big boy. He's like 90 pounds tall. Every husky I've been around, he's taller than, and he's bigger than. Like, he's the biggest husky I've been around besides, like, Malamutes. And those are, like, a different breed.
Those are big, yeah.
And they're super fluffy. He doesn't look like them. He looks like a husky that's big as shit. He looks like a wolf, dude. Like, you see him far away, and
I
the
used
way
to
he
have a
hunts
husky that was
over,
part
like,
wolf, and that shit went.
yeah, it's scary. And, it's just wild, man. Like, just the way he was, like, the cows were just, like, they would just turn and just, like, slowly creep on us, and I was like, I was apologizing to the farmer and stuff. I went and shook his hand, like, I'm so sorry, dude. And he's like, you need to get the fuck out of here.
I used to run that road all the time when I was training for, like, the boulder.
Oh, yeah? You want to do the boulder with us?
Yeah. I used to run it all the way since I was, like, in 5th grade.
Oh, yeah?
All the way until, I used to run it every year.
Me and Chris are going to do it this year.
What?
I don't know about now.
May 29th, Schaefer. May
I'll run with
29th. Yeah?
Is it too late to sign up? I'll run with you.
I was just looking into it today.
I'll run with you.
That'd be cool.
I'm down to run.
That'd be fun. Me and Chris are going to do it with
Because I still play softball, like, every Wednesdays. I practice with the kids. Like, I'm still in shape, but not.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
like running shape and softball shape.
I'll run with you guys.
That'd be cool.
I'm
I'll
down.
let you know when we sign up.
Yeah, I'll sign up.
Chris
And
said
then if
he's
you
gonna-
need to, sign me up either way, and then I'll pay you back.
Yeah, I got you.
Like, I'm down.
Mine and Chris's thing was I was going to train and Chris wasn't. And we're just going to do it.
Oh, see how it goes?
But I think we're both going to do it with a hydro full of, maybe not Budlight, since they're recent choices. But, maybe a different brand. We'll see. Whoever wants to sponsor us. 2 guys, 1 shed.
It's made enough.
Did I get out of this fucking thing? Chris, did you hit this motherfucker?
Never would I ever.
I'm gonna be pissed if this thing's fucked up the whole time. I'm just gonna be off cam.
It's so cold.
I don't know how long I was off cam.
Wait, what?
I was off cam for a while. I don't know how that happened. Chris over here all bent over. That's all we got on camera is him bent over.
Oh, man.
It look like you got a. Look like you're going through withdrawals, dog. You going through withdrawals? Am I gonna have to cut out the second half of the podcast so everyone doesn't see you going through withdrawals? You look like Bert Kreischer. After a bit.
It was that whiskey.
Hey,
I'm gonna buy this so you can come by tomorrow. We're gonna, like I said, I'm gonna buy the fights.
Wait,
I'm gonna buy this same exact thing. So then that way you guys can get a cut of the shop, and then you can throw it in here if you want to.
want to cut this credit shaker?
You good?
Yeah.
Let's end this guy. This is a good one. This is like 3 hours. It's our longest one, I think. I'm pretty sure. Wake up!
Woo! You go fast. Sponsored.
We hit him up.
I did. I tried.
You need to bring a Go Fast. I'll clip a sick ass video and then we'll send it to him.
Oh no. You post it.
What is that? No, I'll post it, but I'll send it to him also.
Post it and say.
I'm gonna do it for House of Wrapz too. But like, look at this sick ass video, bro.
Sorry, guys.
Fuck it. Sponsor us.
What are you doing over there, boy? You knocking?
No, I was
Let me in.
I was thinking where we get something. Our next spot for.
There's that. I'll make you a
stomach.
banner
We can take down.
or something. I'll throw like a little
Alright.
12 by 12 for House Wrapz.
Are you ending it?
Yeah, baby. See my co-host? He's the worst.
I'm a linger.
Let's-
I like to linger.
We're in it now, boys and girls.
2 Guys, 1 Shed. We got podcast 38? 38. House of Wrapz. We appreciate all the likes, subscribes. Shout out to Anchor for hosting the podcast on Spotify. I've been slacking lately.
Yes,
Posting
baby.
those on Spotify, but Anchor helps us out. Shout out to House of Wrapz. Thanks for coming on.
Follow House of Wrapz _ House of Wrapz with a Z.
Score, boy.
Let's see, that's our Instagram, and then House of Wrapz spelled as normal with a Z on Facebook.
Way to Z.
If you need anything, Tint, let's see, wraps, clear bra, detailing, anything like that, hit me up.
Let's go, baby.
Let's go.
You gotta come back again. This was fun.
Oh,
This was a
I'm
fun
down.
time.
We could do the next one at the shop.
Ooh.
I'll bring you. I got a casting couch I can put you both on.
Shit,
Shit,
bro.
less, boy.
You ain't put nothing on casting couch.
Look at these
2 Guys, 1 Shed. Thanks for watching.
Look at these nuts, boy. You motherfuckers are fucking ready to go. Dude.